But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's get the show on the road. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number 877-212-O&A.
Wow. You know how I know it's a wonderful morning? I'm smelling Jimmy Norton's... No, not that. I'm smelling Jimmy Norton's oatmeal. Wonderful. Maple syrupy smell that's wafting around the studio. Just wonderful. Choke on it.
Good for you.
You're eating the worst food on earth.
Well, I like it.
I mean, I like oatmeal, but that oatmeal sucks. Sucks a big one.
Yeah. Ope tried that once, and he didn't find it as enjoyable as Jimmy Norton did.
You could caulk your bathroom with the stuff.
Caulk?
Caulk.
Oh, okay.
It's dry.
Sorry.
It's thick.
It is very viscous.
It's one of those.
Lovely.
It's one of those foods. You have 2 teaspoons of it, and you're completely full.
It's sacrete.
Yeah, absolutely. How's everybody this morning?
Very well.
I'm a little tuckered out.
Tuckered out?
It's still hard to sleep.
Is it? Because of your schnozola?
Well, you're sitting.
We call him the old schnozola around here now. Who are they calling? Oh, Jimmy Durante was the old schnozola. What a douche.
So glad he's dead.
Oh, good.
So glad he's dead.
You and your nose. Get out of here. You're famous for your big nose.
He's been dead 30, 40 years. But now you're finally glad he's dead.
It just hit me.
It just hit you.
The joy of his death has just come upon me.
When did Jimmy Durante die there, stunt brain?
Stunt brain?
And you're still sleeping sitting up, I'm assuming there,
I
Jimmy?
will be for a while,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I was scared. I thought you were going to shave your mustache overnight, but I'm very, very happy that you decided to continue the look.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
But don't cheat. You got to shave the rest of your face today.
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, good.
Oh, so everything else clean shaven?
Yeah, of course.
So the mustache stands out more.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's even more obnoxious.
That is. Your mustache!
Yeah, people are digging the mustache. All the girls like it.
Of course they do.
We lost Mr. Durante in 1980, but
80?
the music lingers on in car commercials.
A cha-cha-cha-cha. A dinka-dinka-doo. Shut up.
Oh, was he horrendous.
Get in the coffin.
There's a Michael J. Fox movie where Kirk Douglas plays his uncle.
Yeah.
And he's pretending like he's an old rich uncle.
Yeah.
And Michael J. Fox
Michael J. Fox plays a paint shaker? No? Oh, that might have been a newer movie. It's horrible. It's not even 5 after.
I
know. It's horrible.
What was that?
Oh, that was the music in E-Rock's head.
Danny does it and E-Rock gets blamed.
No, he just had it on.
A cha-cha-cha.
It was the cue was up a little loud. That's all. Let's hear what you were finding there.
How is he famous?
I don't know.
Holy Jesus. This is when they really hated black people.
Oh, boy, did they.
Wow.
Once upon a time they sang the Vodeo-Do,
The Vodeo-Do.
but that was long ago.
Yeah.
Everybody started into boop-boop-a-doop.
Oh.
They got tired of that, you know.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's just awful.
Wow. They're critiquing him now?
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Interesting.
Of course.
But in the Michael J. Fox movie, not where he plays the paint shaker.
Right.
That was the hardware store follies. And he's trying to curry Kirk Douglas's favor. And Kirk Douglas they just make him do Jimmy Durante when he was a kid. So now as an adult, he keeps doing Jimmy Durante for Kirk Douglas. Somebody else will remember the movie, and he keeps taking his hat off, going like, ra-cha-cha.
Stop it.
So
No one's going to remember that.
awful. No, somebody will remember with,
Wow.
is it called Greedy?
Greedy, yeah.
Thank you, Stumper.
Greedy.
Wow, you're earning your name today there,
Yes.
sir.
Wow. We're putting him to work.
Woo! Paint shaker.
Just amazing.
Hey, Michael J. Fox, I need a raise.
Anyone watch the Olympics last night?
Oh, is that still going?
Oh, my God.
Oh, geez, I missed that.
Just not into the Olympics this time around? No? What about that?
You know what the odd thing is? I'm more into the Winter Olympics. Well, I like the big ski jumping.
The Winter
I like
Olympics
the
are
snowboarding.
more of a rock and roll type of a thing.
Yeah. They kind of got a little more of the X Games vibe to it than the Summer Olympics. The Summer Olympics, very stuffy, very traditional and boring.
Yeah, but the girls wear less clothes in the Summer Olympics.
True. A lot of the toe of the camel.
Why are they wearing like bikinis to pole vault? When did that start?
Whoa. Now, why am I not watching this?
I'm not complaining, but it seems that they've drastically changed the outfits since the last Olympics.
And how they use the pole. Right. Which is even more interesting.
I think they just started shortening up the shorts till eventually it got to be where they wear the bikini bottoms, just like the marathoners do now.
No, you missed the point. They started shortening the shorts until the ratings got to a place where they're like, okay, short enough.
Yeah, well, there was a big controversy over the vacation of why are the men wearing shirts and long shorts in volleyball while the women are wearing bikinis.
Yes, I'm very upset.
That's where it came from. How did you know?
I can't get enough of that beach volleyball.
Oh, it's the best. And we've won, these two girls have won 107 consecutive matches.
Misty, whatever.
Misty May and
Carrie, whatever.
Now, I haven't been watching, but I have noticed something. Smoking bodies.
Ugly.
Smoking. But a little, I don't know, tranny on the faces.
Although when they wear their sunglasses, it covers up a world of hurt. And then they take the sunglasses off for the interview, and you're like, put the sunglasses back on.
Yeah, they need those huge cataract sunglasses.
Really. This Kerry Walsh is what, 6'2"?
Yeah,
her body is ridiculous.
Yeah, they're also giant girls.
All of them. And they went up against I think it was a Romanian team where the girls, both of them were over 6'2". One was 6'4". And
really?
They almost lost that one set.
Really?
Yeah, but
really?
What they sounded like.
I got to tell you another thing. I watched for literally seconds the woman's discus throw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Seconds?
Seconds. They are the ugliest women on earth. They are beasts.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see them?
And who goes into the discus throw?
Yeah.
Like, you want to try out, they're open in discus.
It's like, what do you want there, honey? Discus or the shot put?
Right. One of the discus throwers, she was a huge fan of Mary Lou Retton growing up.
Really?
Oh, I bet, huh?
Wow.
A real big fan?
Looks like she ate Mary Lou Retton. Wow.
In which way?
Jimmy, look at this body. Her face is average.
What is that? All right, that's a nice ass.
This is Kerry Walsh.
They're
going to win the gold medal.
I don't care if
although now I just freaking jinxed it, but they're going to win the gold medal. They haven't lost a match in over a year. Last time they lost was in Boston. Got my Olympic trivia last night. Just taking up wasted space in my brain.
She does look good. How about a face shot there?
Doesn't matter what her face is.
No, I mean you. How about a face shot on me? Anything?
Don't need to ask.
Just no need to ask.
Just go tie my shoe and pretend you're yawning. It'll happen. Her face is irrelevant. It could be a billboard for diapers that still bang her. She just turns around and there's no human face. Just a diaper head.
She really does have a nice ass on it there.
But she figured out the sunglasses to make her face look way better.
Oh, yeah, there's a problem there. Wow, she looks like Larry Bird. She really does.
Yeah,
an ugly Larry Bird.
Wow. Body's ridiculous, though.
Yeah, they are. They're in shape, I guess.
Yeah.
To be in the Olympics.
By the way, Stunt Brain's getting a little abuse. Stunt Brain. We haven't won 100 matches in a row. They have won 100 matches in a row. That's Matt B in California. You're one of those guys.
People don't like the win.
You're one of those guys. When your team wins, we got to congratulate you like you were on the field with them, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I have pride in my country.
Yeah.
But you're not on the team.
No, those are our girls, though.
Our girls.
Did you get a picture of the discus throwers? I'm sure you're not going to get a lot of results if you Google that.
Ooh.
You Google though beach volleyball, man, you could be looking at pictures for days.
They got to be walking around just from the back, people going, "Holy jeez, that's fantastic."
Yeah.
Then they turn around, "Whoa."
How is beach volleyball a sport?
Yeah, it really took off though a few years back.
You see some of these other sports?
I mean, exactly.
This one, they should. Actually, they're getting rid of baseball. That's insane.
Why?
Because the rest of the world doesn't play it. That's why.
Yeah.
Europe doesn't play baseball. The Olympics are all about Europe.
It is kind of dull for the Olympics, too. You know?
Yeah.
Baseball is not the fastest moving, most exciting game.
How long did they have it for? Was it always there?
No, it wasn't.
Since ancient Greece, when they played naked.
No, they...
and held the bats in a strange way. Swing batter.
She's one of the hot ones. Danny's trying to find, like, pictures of discus throwers. She's one of the hot ones, believe it or not. I
Really?
can't even describe this beast I saw last night throwing the damn thing. Because it would turn into an Ima situation, I do believe.
Beast. Oh, really?
Oh,
right.
Just a beast.
I understand.
Just a beast.
Oof.
That was all that was on last night was the beach volleyball, right?
Yeah,
That's it?
Well, and some of that dumb track and field where the guys don't really run that hard because they're saving it for the finals. That's like the new thing. So you don't you don't really get exciting races. All they have to do is come in like the top 4 positions. So, you know, they start coasting. That's the one I saw last night.
Jesus H. Christ. Who is that?
That's the one I saw last night. I do believe.
Wow.
I do believe.
I thought this was just open to people. What happened?
Wow.
Look, I didn't say anything. I'm just saying.
I was wondering what she did when Give Me a Break was over.
Wow.
She's awful.
Holy mother of God.
But they could throw that discus.
Discus.
They're good at throwing the discus.
Why don't they just call it a disc? Why do they have to go to the Greek discus? It's a discus.
Unbelievable. And then hot female wrestlers. I wasn't watching wrestling.
What?
What is this guy?
How am I missing the Olympics then if all this is going on?
Well, the pole vaulting started yesterday with the bikini bottoms. That was terrific.
That I got to see. A picture, Danny? Comment?
And all what? Look up Alicia Sacramone. Who's she?
She's a gymnast.
I didn't think she was.
Oh, yeah?
She's the one with the huge neck, and she's the one who stumbled twice.
Is she the blonde?
She's one of the blondes who cost us the team medal.
Oh, Costa. Okay, not the Rushki one.
No, that's Nastia Lukin.
She ain't too bad.
She's one.
She's all right.
Oh, yeah, this chick was all right.
I don't mind that. What the hell is that? That's a little too much muscle going on in the thigh area.
Alicia Sacramone looks a little
like
bit
a walnut.
like Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike in Smithtown. Mikey.
Mike?
Hey, I work with Mike. What's going on?
How are you, Mike?
Last night, believe it or not, they had girls on trampolines jumping. That was
It's
one
not
of the events.
not a sport. Not a sport. What did they do?
They just jumped up and down and did splits like the old man show.
Like the man show, the old.
I kid you not. I called my wife and I said, put on the Olympics. And she goes, well, I don't want to curse, but that's what she called me because I was watching it.
The sport is not the girls jumping. It's the guys watching. It's who can repaint the ceiling the most effectively. They're just the inspiration for the sport.
If you put them in bikinis, the ratings will go up in 4 years. Believe me.
Well, the NBC's having
NBC's
having a massive problem because everyone was watching Michael Phelps do what he did. He's going to be on the cover of what? Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
With all of his medals, a la Mark Spitz. He did the shot?
He did the Mark Spitz.
The
pose.
money shot.
Did the Mark Spitz pose? It didn't look like the Mark Spitz pose though. He should have done something else with his dumb medals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a little weird and stuff.
You know, the Mark Spitz pose was done in black and white. Wasn't a color shot.
Really?
Yes, very odd.
And then what?
Then they hauled him out to England because they were afraid because he was Jewish, and they had the little problem there. So they moved a lot of our Jewish athletes out of where the hell was it that year?
Munich.
Yeah.
1972.
Munich.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? The pole vaulting in the bikini?
Yeah. That's
all right. Look at Danny go.
Jumper.
Getting a lot of help here. Brad Miller from Port Jefferson. He says, Ope, show Ant the Russian pole vaulter that won the gold. She's effing hot.
Let me check out that other shot you just showed because I want to see that. You know something? I'm not going to say anything, but I think someone maybe like Olivia Newton-John would do good in that sport because I'm looking.
That's the one?
This is the American.
Would knock that pole down. Not how they go over it. But, all right.
This is our woman who trash talked the Russian, and the Russian lady said that inspired her to beat her.
I must break you.
That's the hot Russian pole vault?
Whoa.
This is the American. This is Jean.
Jean.
That's a pole vaulting pose? Jesus. It looks like Tub Girl.
Well, you got to get into the tub girl position to get over the pole.
I guess so.
So the Olympics are all right, but the second week of the Olympics, they don't know what to do because there's no more Michael Phelps for the world to watch.
He's done? Like, that's it?
He had the best week ever.
They ought to stretch that out.
You know that dumb show on VH1? Best week ever? Well, there you go. He had the best week ever.
He should be the guy.
Who had a better week in the history of the world than Michael Phelps? Seriously.
Yeah.
The guy
win that many goals.
The guy's money went up. He's going to be making $40-50 million next year. He had the best week ever. Name a person that had a better week in the history of this world.
I'd love to know what Mark Spitz made in endorsements back then, because it was probably in the tens of dollars.
He probably hit $1 million.
You think even that much?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did he endorse?
Is he dead?
Pools?
No. He's going to be on the CW11 this morning.
He's got some...
Yeah, Mark Spitz is there. Wow. I mean, Olympic coverage, worldwide coverage, and Mark Spitz... Man, how bad is his life?
Oh, he's on the CW?
Now he's on the local
Jesus.
news here in New York, doing a little something.
He was bitter, wasn't he, about something he was snubbed?
Well, he was known as an a-hole.
Really?
Yeah, most people say that he was not a nice guy.
Wow.
At all.
Is he a fruit?
No, the diver was the fruit.
7 what?
Greg Louganis?
Yes.
He made $7 million in a 2-year period.
$7 million back in, is that $1972?
Yes. It's saying in 1972 he came back to the U.S., got some endorsement contracts, earned $7 million in a 2-year period.
Wow.
Oh, not bad.
That's a lot of money.
What's he bitter about?
Yeah.
That translates.
He was bitter about not being invited or something to watch
this year
the swimming competition, like in VIP passes. You know how at PNC when we get friends that want to get backstage passes and they get cranky because they don't have it? That was Mark Spitz.
Well, did Mark Spitz have to go through Club Soda Kenny?
Yes.
Mr.
I'm
Spitz,
sorry.
I got you lawn seats to watch the diving.
But you don't have a wristband.
Well, Kenny, they're my brothers. It's like, what are you doing? Well, maybe Mark Spitz should have, called his travel agent and got a little ticket for the Olympics in China.
Just a side note about that $7 million that Spitz made.
Yes.
It's saying here that $1 million in 72 would be equivalent to more than $10 million today.
What?
So he
Why
did
did I have
it
$1
was
million
like
back
70
then?
million.
So he did quite well. He did very well.
I understand how that works.
Ooh, back to school clothes, too sexy. We'll tell you after the break.
Oh, a tease.
Absolutely. And stupid Phil Collins lost another $46 million. We'll explain why.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he's a douche.
We'll explain why after the break. Opie and Anthony just getting started. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show.
Remember that instrument being in there?
How stupid is Phil Collins, huh?
Very.
This is a topic that gets Anthony very excited. Extremely excited.
I love when people decide to throw money away multiple times. You got to give everyone the one shot. Give everyone one. You get yourself married, things go a little awry, and you lose a crap load of your money. Phil Collins did it 3 times, and this last wife got just about 48 mil? What the hell?
Wow.
Any writing credits on any of his albums?
Well, this is why you'll never get married again, right, Ant?
Exactly.
You'll do the one, or you did the one.
I did the one.
And that's it. That's it.
It sucked.
Well, Phil Collins just doesn't know how to learn a lesson.
No.
I'm doing some quick math here. His first wife took him for, it looks like, about $4 million. About.
4 mil, the first wife?
Unless I got this wrong.
She got to go back.
Then the second wife took him for $34 million. The third wife, which is going down, it's in all the papers today, is going to get $46 million.
Holy Jesus.
He has doled out $84 million in divorce.
In wives.
In divorces.
How difficult is he to live with?
What the? Yeah.
What a dope.
$84 million. And his third wife is 35. He's 57.
So he had a little chippy.
22-year difference there.
Relatively speaking, a chippy.
And for the people that are keeping track at home, yes, he is paying more than Paul McCartney.
Wow.
Yes. Officially, this is the biggest divorce settlement, the biggest celebrity divorce settlement ever.
This is Susudio. There it is. Did she help write this? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what we don't understand.
Because I don't understand why he had to shell out that much money to an ex-wife. I don't get this.
Well, let's break out the Genesis albums.
Yeah, well, look at the writing credits and see if any of his wives are on there.
Yeah.
And this, unless, as Jim said before, his wife's name is Sue Studio.
And she stuttered. And they would say, "What's your name?" And she would go, Sue Studio.
That's brilliant.
What a dope
Well,
Phyllis.
looks like the wives are taking his advice and suing.
Sue Filio. What a jerk.
Sue Dopio.
What an ass.
He really is a dummy.
3 times.
Just a dummy.
How bad was his prenup?
Yeah, and if you get taken the first time, and then especially again the second time, why the third time wouldn't you have a prenup?
How long were they married this time?
I don't know.
It's probably a really bad prenup. He's like, if we don't get along, you only get $35 million.
They were only together for 6 years.
Oh my God!
What kind of money was he making in the last 6 years? He did some of those Disney or Pixar.
Oh,
whatever,
right.
He had some of those hit songs in those cartoony movies, right?
Oof.
Who's his lawyer, Master Poe? Oh, this guy.
I would just settle.
One
Give
of
it
the
to
wives. Sorry, one of the wives he divorced or broke up with by fax.
Yeah,
he sent her a fax and said it's over, and I think that hurt him in the divorce hearing. And just to clarify, because there are a couple messages coming in, it was the biggest divorce payout in British history, because I think we've had a couple bigger here in the States.
As far as celebrities go,
Yeah.
this is a celebrity. Okay.
What is it? I thought he was like slamming some broad on CBS News or something.
Dana Tyler, I think.
Yeah?
We are a couple.
Yeah, there's rumors that he's been dating her. Well, because they separated like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he did get rid of one of his wives by fax. That's just,
By fax?
that just
McFly!
that just proves
No, I'm divorced. No.
that just proves how stupid he is.
By fax?
You want to keep her very calm when you're like ending the marriage, knowing she could take you.
I'm going to send her a facsimile.
Yeah, that's smart.
He sent her a link to beatitbitch.com.
Probably had some shock jocks do it. Hey, can you call my wife?
No wonder he's got that hairdo. The 3 wives? Because he got one hair left on his head.
Yeah.
That one little hair that he combs back in the middle.
Yeah, what's leaving faster, his hair or his wives?
His wives.
Gonna be a close one right to the end.
Oh, funny. His bank account is like the wound in Kennedy's head. It's like it looks good from one side. We got
God,
it.
that's awful.
He's just
Well,
dumb.
Great.
Just shave that dumb thing on the top of your head. Enough already.
It's a little. It looks like a stripper's landing strip. One of those stripper doos that they use.
I think he got transplants just to make that little weird thing at this point.
That thing is really staying, isn't it?
Because it's his trademark, I guess. Holding on for dear life, that weird little thing. What do you call it?
It's like 4 hairs wide.
4 hairs
it
wide
just-
that goes all the way to the back where the rest of the hair still.
Where the rest of the
still
hair is.
grows.
It looks like the mark a dog makes on the rug when he comes in, when he scoots.
And he does a little scoot on Phil's head.
Yeah.
Phil Collins had no prenups in any of his marriages.
Wow.
So he
What
didn't even
a
learn when
dummy.
the second one took him for $34 million.
He should have learned after the first one took him for 4. The only way I would justify number 2 and 3 is if his first wife got $20,000 in the divorce. He'd probably go, I got it made.
Yeah.
Smart for these bitches.
Oh.
I want to be the responsible one on this radio show and just acknowledge that there was a savage attack in an elevator. Another hat removal.
Yes, there was another hat removal.
I just want to go on record and say that it's a terrible thing that happened before this gets a little out of control.
Oh, what? It was horrible.
It's on the front page of the paper. This guy, he's got He's got a thing. He likes to kind of strangle old ladies in elevators.
He put her in the sleeper hold, brother.
Yeah.
And in an elevator. He gets in there. They're just standing quietly like people do in the elevator. And as they start going up or down, whichever way the elevator was going, he grabs her by the throat and just starts choking her out. And she's wearing it looks like she's ready to go to the Kentucky Derby.
Well, she's got
an Easter hat on.
She's got her Oprah Winfrey hat on. What movie did Oprah wear that?
Is that The Color Purple?
Or Beloved? Or
one of them.
I don't know.
Same movie.
Here's the story.
The more you see, the angrier you get.
Really?
In the surveillance video, the elderly woman rides an elevator with a man who waits to attack until her back is turned. Other cameras in the building catch him running to freedom with the woman's purse and cane. 85-year-old Lillian France was mugged last Thursday afternoon on her way to visit her niece. The Guianan-born retired garment district seamstress is recovering from severe neck bruises, cuts to the face, and lacerations on her cheeks and the roof of her mouth.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's just awful.
Yes, her cheeks.
The psychological damage runs deeper because the mugger never seemed threatening before he struck.
A mugger.
He played the old woman. He pretends to be friendly, asks her what floor, presses the button for her.
All right, this is, sorry, but this is exactly what we talk about. Which way's north? This was exactly what we talk about.
Well, we haven't explained which way is north in a while, so when you find folks out there that want to visit New York City,
any urban city, I believe, around the country, but in New York, we've noticed if somebody comes up to you and asks you what time is it, which way is north, run for your life,
run,
because if it's a nice summer day out and you hear, "Excuse me, which way is north?" and you go to point, you will feel a huge meat fist hit the side of your face. You'll hear that ringing noise for a split second, and then you'll regain consciousness to snow outside and Christmas music playing. Because you will have been unconscious for months.
For a long time.
Run.
So what happened here with...
Yeah, he was in the elevator, and I guess he started up some chit-chat with the woman. Acting friendly, and maybe inquiring to what floor she's going to. It was the floor of the elevator, apparently.
Yeah, how dumb is she? Chit-chat in an elevator. No one does that.
No.
If someone starts talking to you in the elevator, you should just turn and go, "What do you want?"
Stupid Bob Kelly does it.
Yeah, I know.
I hate friendly Bob in the elevator. Oh, is he just annoying when he does that? "Hi, I'm Bob. What's your name?"
Here's our which way is north thing.
Yeah, which way is north?
Oh, well, let me see. It's
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
So there was some chit-chat in the elevator.
Yeah, and she's all friendly.
Yeah.
And then the guy just chokes her out. Leaves her on the floor of the elevator with her chapeau laying next to her.
How she's looking around in this video, you know she's like, oh, dear God.
I'm in trouble.
Oh, dear God. She's just looking at that door, praying that it opens up, and there's some savior on the other side of it.
Where's my floor? Where's my floor? Oh, and then she turns her back.
Points to the door.
Oh. And there it goes. Yeah, that's when I took her out, brother. He does a classic wrestling sleeper hold on her.
Yeah.
I was walking,
just a beast.
Walking up from Starbucks yesterday, and there was this weird little guy, Puerto Rican or Italian. He walked up to me as I was walking, and he just starts engaging me in a conversation.
Hey, trouble.
And
nothing but trouble.
And walking with me, and I'm like, "What? What do you want?"
Yeah.
But usually that when you're very abrupt with people like that, like, "What? What do you want?"
Yep.
They usually are nothing.
What time of day?
Middle of the afternoon.
He just wanted money.
You gotta yell.
Guy. No,
You're right. You have to yell at these people and go like, "What? No!"
He was drunk, and he was asking me like for a favor. He's like, he was
what did you need, Danny?
He was engaging me in a conversation. He's walking. He's like, "No, man, because I got to drive my thing down, and you can help me because I got it." But he wasn't asking me for money. He was almost like if I just leave it, I got to pick it up later. It was almost like he was asking me to drive his car. So it was some bizarre.
What?
I don't know. He was loaded. I just kept walking. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Anybody wouldn't stop talking to me. It was like, and then I was like, all right, I can't tell him to go F himself because he's conversing with me like he either A, thinks he knows me, or B, he's like asking me something that makes sense to him. It was like he wasn't a homeless guy asking for money on it. It was so weird. But then I just keep walking.
Just was on some drugs. That's
then I
all.
just started
Didn't
asking
really
him
know what he was
questions.
doing.
I'm like, where's your stuff?
Yeah.
I'm like, where is it? Then you got to start asking them questions.
Maybe he saw you on the Bob Saget roast.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think. Yes, it was Cloris Leachman. She's a short Spanish man in real life. I don't know what he wanted, but it was just weird.
I saw a homeless guy go up to an older gentleman in my neighborhood, asking for money. The classic, I need he even said, I need some change because I need to eat. And it was obviously he didn't need to eat. He wanted this for something else, probably booze or drugs, right?
Of course.
So the older gentleman, he had to be in his 60s easily. He goes, oh, sure, no problem, young man. I watched this whole thing go down, right? He pulls out his wallet, and you could see the homeless guy just licking his... He's all excited, like he's got he's got a good one, right? The freaking older guy takes the money out. And I don't know how much it was, but it looked like a few dollars, anywhere from a couple dollars to about 10 shekels. And then goes, come on, young man, I'll go get you something to eat. And puts his arm around the homeless guy and starts walking him toward a bodega. And the conversation at that point, they were out of, I couldn't really hear anymore, but you could tell the guy's just like, blah, blah. Well, I'm going to eat later. And blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, no, I'll get you something to eat.
Oh, he wanted booze or drugs.
Sure. And then the guy kind of like wrestled out of the hold the older gentleman had on him and just took off. Very funny. Cause
did want food.
Oh, because he pulled out the money and just had him going. Back to the old lady in the elevator.
Floor, presses the button for her. When they arrive at 5, he says, this is your floor. She begins to step out. Then he grabs her from behind.
She said, all I saw was blackness. For the rest of her life,
the guy next to her,
she's going to no longer trust. She's going to be in fear. So her sense of security that everyone
welcome
should
to
have
our world
in society is gone.
Oh, brother.
Pat from Moonaki, third floor, robbery, assault, and hat removal.
Another picture postcards. He'll get that.
Vinny's jumping ahead here. Vinny!
Hey.
We're professionals.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
We're professionals. We're going to get to what you have to say here.
They took my cane.
This guy took her cane on top of it. So.
Yeah.
Why? So she wouldn't be able to walk and get help immediately?
Chase him with a cane.
Yeah.
Why you?
Here's the... Oh, sorry, sir.
This may have been more than a simple mugging. Lillian France had nearly $900 in her handbag, withdrawn a few minutes before from the Banco Popular here on Eastern Parkway.
Banco Popular.
She believes the mugger may have an accomplice she remembers from inside the bank.
Oh. So he knew she had nine what they call clams on her. 9 clams.
You see how heavy he's breathing, too, at one point. Look at his breath.
He's ready. He's all psyched up for it.
Shallow breath.
Yep.
You can see before it warms
psyched up for the attack.
Just getting pumped up.
What a beast.
And the floor comes, and you can see his hand gesture, like, here's your floor, and he kind of like...
Yeah, he points. There's the door. She goes to walk out. She thinks she made it.
Oh.
She should have been looking, walking out.
It's hard, though. She's 85.
Well, I guess she's stupid.
She's not a merchant marine.
Are they saying the accomplice was on that floor? Because that's a little weird that you would mug someone as the door's opening, because there could be someone on the other side that's going to help her out.
It could be, right. You're right.
So
How do you know someone's not waiting there?
So the door opens. There could have been an accomplice that was keeping people away from the elevator at that point or something. Because why, you know what I mean? Why when you mug her as the elevator's going down, then the door opens and you're out of there?
Well, they were going up. So I think they were going up. If she had just come from the bank, they were probably going up. So and if you look, he runs down the stairs. So,
but why wait for the door to open? What if somebody was standing there waiting to come into the elevator?
Probably because once the
maybe
door is
wouldn't.
open,
Maybe he wouldn't have nailed her then.
Once the door is open, you know that you can walk right out and get out of there. I mean, that's probably why I brought the cane as a weapon in case anybody tried to stop him. I'm guessing. Why else would you take her cane?
It was her cane, yes.
Unless it was to protect yourself from somebody else trying to stop you.
Plus, you know what?
Yes, they're dead.
It also looks like one of those old school elevators where, like, the inside door opens, but then you have to push the outside door to get out.
Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah.
Okay.
That always spells great neighborhood.
Yeah.
He took her cane, by the way, because he got jammed in the door.
That's really?
Why. Yes. The cane fell. You would see at the end of the video, you could see the cane fell. He didn't steal the cane. I think he just pulled it out of the door so nobody would see the door jumped open and catch him.
Oh. And then he took the cane with him.
Yep.
Sure, he just kind of threw it in the stairwell and
what a guy.
And moved on.
But they probably have his fingerprints all over that button because they know what button he was pushing, and there's probably nobody there after him pushing it, so they'll get him.
And they got some video on him that looks pretty clear.
So. He's got 50 shots. This guy's got like American Idol footage. Him walking in the building.
Singing.
Oh, they got him good.
Jen on Long Island. Jen?
Hey, what's up, Aunt?
No, sorry. I could tell by the voice it's not you.
No, it's not the one you hate.
Mm-hmm.
Trust. So I was going to say, you're talking about you're welcome to your world because she saw that blackness. You do realize the victim was black too, right?
Yes, we do.
Like, the neighbors and the neighbor testimony.
Another black on black crime.
Isn't it a shame?
It is a shame. We need more white people to be victimized. Come on, black people, step it up.
All right, I'll be to your house later.
Okay,
Bye.
Jen, thank you.
An African princess.
Calling from Wyandanch, I would guess. No?
Well, now she's got to call back.
Problem?
We could play Guess the Town with
She
Jen.
just said Long Island, so I'm thinking Wyandanch,
Amityville,
Wheatley Heights,
Malvern, Hampstead.
Hey, right?
Or would it be
Hempstead's
West
good.
Hempstead?
Uniondale.
Uniondale.
If you don't understand these towns, just insert your own around your city.
Sure. Well, a American hero is getting out of jail today, and
Really?
Yeah. And here's the story. This is a quickie before we squeeze in a break here.
British glam rocker Gary Glitter. is out of
American
prison.
hero? What? How did you? Why are you calling him American hero?
Well, who hasn't done a little? Hey! Hey!
Yeah.
Stupid Gary Glitter ruined it for everyone.
This is him trying to grab his laptop back at the airport. Hey!
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 Hey! No!
This man should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Should he?
Oh, my
For this
God.
song alone, right?
Every arena does this song.
That
or
is
used to.
true.
Or used to.
I think they're creeping back in, yeah.
There was a movement to get rid of this song.
Why? They played at the Little League games now. Gay! Down, down, down. Let's hear it. This is great. Hey, where's the hay?
This guy is famous for saying hey. That's it.
Only on what channel? I barely hear the hey.
Must be nice to be famous for this.
This is what it sounded like when he was in jail.
And
didn't hear the hay. Yeah, he was in, I guess, somewhere in Southeast Asia, right? In Vietnam?
Vietnam, I believe, yeah.
And he was the way, yeah, he had been there, but then he took his computer to the computer store to get fixed.
What a dummy.
And I actually think hard copy prints of child pornography fell out of his laptop.
Oh, yeah, the
He
laptop.
had a lot of kiddie porn on his computer.
He dropped off the laptop. As soon as he left, the laptop started screaming, help me. Help me.
Ow.
Help me.
Ow.
But it's obvious they got it fixed, so that's a good endorsement for the place.
Well, yeah, they got the pictures.
Yeah, that should be their commercial. We fixed Gary Glitter's laptop.
Yeah.
Here's the story.
British glam rocker Gary Glitter is out of prison this morning. He served nearly 3 years in Vietnam for molesting 2 girls, ages 10 and 11. His lawyer says Glitter, whose real name is Paul Francis Gadd, does not want to return to his hometown of London. If he does, he'd be required to register as a sex offender. Glitter is expected to live in either Singapore or Hong Kong.
Singapore? They don't mess around in Singapore. He better be a good boy.
Wow, really?
That is like the scariest place in the world to live as far as the rules.
Yeah, you litter there, they cane you.
That's a gutsy move on his part because I don't think the perv is out of him.
Can I say that I would love to get at least a certain lawyer on the phone?
Who?
This guy who's suing Columbia University.
What is that about, Jimmy?
His name is Roy Den Hollander, and he's an anti-feminist lawyer, and he's suing them because I guess he's tired of all the women's studies and they don't have men's studies. Like he sues clubs for ladies' night because they charge men more money. I love this guy.
This guy hates women.
No, he's probably just tired. No, he's probably just tired of this stupid left wing thing where it's okay to, women's study.
Yes. I'm bringing up another case.
I just love this dude. I would love to talk to this guy. Just annoying Columbia. I hope they have to get rid of all their stupid women's study groups, or have as many for men, or you don't get funded.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Just a waste of time. I love the story that pops up every few years where the guy has to sue Hooters.
Because he wants to work there.
It's like, all right, enough.
This guy may have a shot, though. I mean, if I don't know the law about state and federal funding for schools, but they have to. But that's why you can have private schools, Christian or religious, but you can't have state-funded religious schools. I don't think.
Speaking of broads, you hear about
broads?
Where is it in Australia? The town in Australia?
Yeah.
Where the mayor or whatever the hell he is, the big cheese, he wants ugly girls to move to his town.
Ugly girls?
He's encouraging the ugly girls to move to his town, saying that you could find a husband in my town because there's a lot of men here and not enough women. So he's calling all ugly girls. Calling all ugly girls.
Let me tell you something. I've trolled many a website for pornography, and I've seen some exclusive Australian girl porno. They are not the most attractive women that I've seen. Aussie girls. There's a few of them out there, ones that end up being celebrities, stars, movie stars. But for the most part, they really don't look that good. I mean, wow.
Well, it's all that breeding. With each other.
Breeding, yeah, because they were all like prisoners.
Yeah, and
from England, shipped over there.
And it was really hard to get over there for a few hundred years there.
They got the scurvy.
So they kind of had to have sex with each other. The rest of the world, you get to get a few combinations going.
Yeah.
There's just too much white in their blood.
Not good.
Aussie mayor urges unattractive women to move into town. The mayor of an Australian outback mining town has come under fire for urging unattractive women to move in. How great is this? Assuring them they will find a man because there is a shortage of women. John Maloney, mayor of Mount Isa, told a newspaper his town was a place for ugly ducklings to flourish into beautiful swans, and called on the beauty disadvantaged to flock there.
Beauty disadvantaged.
In the face of outrage over his remarks, Maloney stood by his comments, saying he did not mean to cause offense. Well, I said beauty disadvantaged, he told national radio. Now beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty could be a good set of teeth. Beauty is a nice wavy hair.
Exactly.
Beauty could be blue eyes or green eyes. There's such a thing as disposition, temperament, manners, general attractiveness, attitude, and demeanor. All those things tend to make a person attractive. Mount Isa City Council Gary Asmus said that while there was a shortage of women, Maloney's comments were an insult to their town's menfolk. Oh my God, that's Aussie porn right there.
Yeah, see, they're just
yuck.
They're all off.
Yuck.
They've gone a little off.
The mayor was returning us to the dark ages and making the guys that live in this town seem like sex-hungry, starved men that will pounce upon the first girl that they see walking down the street, he said. So there's a bit of an outrage in this town.
Yeah, huh?
That's pretty ballsy. I like that.
When does that when did outrage reach a mining town in Australia?
Well,
we've totally lost it as a planet when a mining town has to be politically correct.
It's the old internet.
Yeah,
making the world smaller.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mike.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
I used to work at a computer shop, and people would constantly be bringing in their systems, and we had 3 instances where they actually had titty porn on it. And these perverts wouldn't even try hiding it or anything like that. It would be all sprawled out on their desktop. You see the files. So we would actually have to call the feds, call police, and we had to wait for them to come and get the machine. Meanwhile, the people are calling in, saying, "What are you guys doing with my computer? Why are you taking so long to fix my computer? I'm going to call the cops." And they're like, "Well, I think the cops are going to actually end up calling you pretty soon."
Well, the thing is, they probably don't think you can see it, or they're what kind of an idiot
puts it on their desktop
doesn't just chalk it up to a loss when your computer.
Yeah.
What's wrong with people?
Exactly.
It's amazing that I find that to be the problem and not the kiddie porn. I really am an idiot.
You got to be.
My problem is a decision making afterwards. Why don't they store it in a special file?
Well, you got to
jerk. I am.
You got to be smart. You got to be smart in naming the files.
Yeah,
you got to name it like 2007 taxes.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. They were named like 13-year-old.
Right, yeah.
You're not even trying.
Idiots.
You name it 2007 taxes, and then you get audited. There's the IRS guy.
Exactly.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yes, you're claiming a Loation boy.
Yeah. Just you got to name the file differently. The 2007 Easy.
Yeah, whatever.
Easy form. Who's going to click on that? Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
More of your phone calls,
You got
877-212-008.
You got any files on your computer? Not anything bad like that, like illegal stuff. But have you ever tried to hide anything on your computer and named it a different file and put it somewhere deep in like the system, like the Windows system?
Wow, what are you up to?
No, you know, sometimes there are pictures and things that you maybe don't want somebody else to see.
Yep.
So you hide it in the system file and name it something, that
bet.
sounds like a system name or something.
What are you hiding?
Glockenspiel.
What are you hiding? In general, porn is porn. What are you going to get in trouble for?
Let's say you have pictures
of yourself nude.
That are no.
All right.
No. Maybe it's like pictures of other people nude. Something like that. So you want to like tuck them away. So you hide them in deep in the Windows like registry files.
But I rename them. I'll put I'll put girlfriend, but then I'll put naked NEKKID. I misspell it.
Naked.
Yeah, I've done that. I got a few pictures of my hog.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Could I see those, please?
Yeah, we get a lot of.
They're filed under delicious.
We could continue with this after the break, and people are requesting the Ernest Borgnine today. Can we replay that today, please?
Yes.
Can we find that?
Words to Live by, Lloyd.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's play that after the break. More of your phone calls, too. 877-212-008. Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Hi.
877-212-008. Make sure you check out ondaradio.com. Still got lots going on to discuss. Some of the colleges out there are getting together. They want to drop the drinking age back down to 18.
Wow. This is one of those things that I thought wouldn't happen. Like, who gets behind that one and tries to rally support?
They're trying because they're saying at these universities that the kids are ignoring the drinking age anyway, and it's causing a lot of binge drinking. And they think they could control the binge drinking if they make the legal age 18 again.
What's the logic behind that?
Not really sure.
Probably want to be able to sell it on campus and make money, and they have to figure out a good way to do that. So they say if we sell it to 18-year-olds, we'll make more money, but we can't just say that. So let's figure out a medical reason that makes sense. They're lying.
And then maybe if they go into the liquor store or something and they're hammered, they won't sell it to them. Or in a bar, you cut them off.
But you can also not sell it to them anyway, and they'll still binge drink the way they are. But now this is legal for them to have it.
Yeah, I don't see how that works.
Terrible logic.
Well, one of the guys that are for this says kids are going to drink whether it's legal or illegal. We'd at least be able to have a more open dialogue with students about drinking as opposed to this sham where people don't want to talk about it because it's a violation of the law.
Wait, he thinks that if they're allowed to drink, he said we'll have a more open dialogue. Like, it's against the law now, but now we'll make it legal. And then you'll be willing to sit down and listen like gentlemen.
I like to hear that dialogue with drunken 18-year-olds in some room somewhere. Yeah, it's great.
Crap.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Fast Freddy's giving us an alert here. What's the Matthew McConaughey commercial? He hates it.
Oh, yeah? Maybe it was playing over on...
No, it's over here.
Satellite.
No, it's over here.
Oh, yeah?
And Fast Freddy's saying it's the gayest crap ever.
Yes.
What?
Gayest crap ever? I'm the expert.
Yes. It's the new
improv.
It's the new beef commercial. He's voicing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do you like beef commercials?
No.
Perfect improvisation.
Just amazing.
See, what you do is just give a one-word answer.
It's a hail of gunfire, no matter what response. So I just walk into the left, get shot, walk into the right,
You
buckshot.
don't have to hold on a piece of loose leaf to defend yourself.
I wasn't, though. I'll put it down.
Boo.
I actually didn't even mean that paper. It's meant in general.
Oh, okay.
All right, thanks, Steve. Just terrific. All right, anyway, where were we? Is the beef commercial worth playing for the rest of the country? Is it awful?
It's pretty
E-Rock
bad.
is saying it's bad.
Now,
too.
didn't the old beef commercials used to be voiced by that strapping
beefcake
gentleman who was in Roadhouse? What's his name?
Swayze?
He's got the deep voice. It's Sam Elliott.
Oh, okay.
Sam Elliott, beef, it's what's for dinner. That was the guy. Now Matthew McConaughey is a... Jesus.
You got it?
What's he doing with it?
I want to thank Fast Freddy for completely stopping the show.
Thanks, Fast Freddy.
With his observation. Thank you,
for
Fast
you.
Freddy.
Thank you.
I got this for him.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. That's just awful.
Awful.
Aye, nay.
All right, well, we got a guy that, man, he's a perv. He's got that perv switch.
Perv switch went off?
Well, I don't know if
Couldn't
it went,
hold back?
I don't know if it went off. He's into something a little different.
Oh.
Let me cue this up here. Listen.
My interest is piqued. Ooh.
Well, that's what we try to do on the show.
Wow.
Here you go.
Well, authorities say that he's got a fetish with diapers. He allegedly wears them.
All right.
Ew.
I just don't get this one at all. Diapers. Did you go in your diety?
I think it's called infantilism.
Yeah, remember we had the guy that was in diapers and he came on with the dominatrix?
I sure do. And we were told not to laugh at him. And then he comes in dressed as old school baby. We're like, how do we not laugh at him? You can't come in like old school baby with the big bonnet on.
The bonnet. He looked like the baby from the Little Rascals. That was like, go chase yourself.
Yeah, sure.
He was a big, fat guy in a diaper and the little, like, baby dress outfit and the bonnet.
And the bonnet. He was well over 250 pounds in a oversized diaper.
And he got changed, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did.
The dominatrix changed him, like laid him down on a little mat on the floor, and he was kicking his little legs, his big fat legs.
And he's like, I don't mind talking about this. He was trying to be all serious, and we're just laughing.
This is what I do as a release for a thing. You're in a diaper. Shut up. No one's taking you seriously.
Danny, could you go back to that picture you found? Adult baby pictures could be the funniest thing you can find on the internet.
Just put in adult baby on
Look at this.
Google, I guess.
Is there anything funnier than that?
Look at
there.
this tool.
Can we get that up on O&A Radio? All right,
and he's trying to bend his legs in that friggin' bow-legged baby stance.
Well, the bending of the legs is so, Mama could, clean you up.
Clean you up with a little baby wipe?
He's getting into the cleanup position.
How much love do you need?
Huh?
How much love do you need?
What happened in your youth? What was missing that drove you to that?
Fetishes suck.
You're right. Fetishes are awful.
They're just embarrassing for everybody. Sorry,
They
Jim.
really are.
Jimmy's like, well,
I can't even disagree.
They're horrid. You know something? Even the most subtle thing that you might do while you're taking care of business for yourself goes right out the window the moment of completion. You're just like, ugh.
What you got to do with fetishes?
I gotta clean this up, and it looks all silly.
Throw teenage boy sweat socks off your face.
What you got to do with fetishes is just you got to turn off your brain, because if you really start thinking about what the situation you're in, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, just looks silly.
You have to somehow just shut the brain off, and then maybe you can get into it.
It feels
look at this
stupid.
Look at this guy.
Oh, stop!
I want a montage of baby adult diaper pictures on O&A Radio.
Did his parents send him out to work at 3 or something? That's the only way. I missed my childhood. Oh God, look at this fat retard. He's got a little pacifier around his neck. A giant safety pin in the front.
What company makes the adult diapers Not the ones.
Yeah, not like
for
the pens.
Right, but this old school diapers that look really big.
He looks like me.
He
does not look like you.
Yeah, he kind of looks like
He's
Jimmy.
much fatter, Jimmy.
He is fatter, but he looks the face.
You're svelte, Jim, now.
It's the face.
Yeah?
Oh,
you think he looks like you?
It's terrible.
All right, let's get back to this guy. Find more adult diaper pictures, please.
Well, authorities say that he's got a fetish with diapers. He allegedly wears them and is accused of showing them to young children.
I know these guys got to be professional, but how are you not laughing as you're doing this story?
Shows them to young children.
Get a load of this clown.
What an ass.
Why the seriousness? Like it's a space shuttle launch. Oh my God, nappy guy. Nappy guy.
Well, nappy guy because he's taking a nap.
Well, it's
taking a little nappy.
Nappy's a British diaper, I think. That's the term for British diaper.
Well,
is it? Yeah. How did you know that?
Who doesn't?
All right.
Common knowledge, Ed. Yeah.
Bet it is. In some sectors.
Certain circles.
Certain circles of nappy guy.
Should we give out this website, or should we wait to get all the goodness for ourselves first?
I was just talking about diapers in England. Yeah.
So I can't really get to anything.
All right, well.
Too delicious.
Oh, damn. I have the password. Yes. Why am I just bashing Steve today?
You're not. You're just doing impressions. They come in and go, oh, yes, you do.
Yes, the password is.
Yes. Let's get him in here for a minute, please. I want to ask him something.
Please, no more Steve. I hate him on the radio.
Please, I have to.
I hate Steve on the radio. I got to be honest.
Steve for a second.
Please, no.
I'm impervious to improvisation.
Please, no.
I want to ask him to improv something.
We got to have him do like tag-its and stuff. You know, those little improv things.
Here comes Steve.
Give him an occupation and a location and have him act out a scenario.
We're looking at
adult baby pictures.
Yes, and there's one for Nappy Guy, a website, and Anthony was joking that you might have had a password.
Yeah, Danny said it's a pay site.
What is your username and password on the adult diaper site?
Oh my God, loves adult babies. Password, nothing.
Oh, I hate him on the radio.
Steve. Yes.
Why would your username be loves adult babies?
Because it's
so
easy to
long.
remember. No, it's abbreviations. LUVS or LUVZ. I'm sorry.
Yes.
ADLT BABIS.
My scalp is tingling.
Steve Renee shows his password. Nothing comes to mind.
It's wonderful.
All right, Steve. Thanks. Can we move on?
Showing them to young children. A neighborhood in Holiday knows all about this man known as Boy Diaper. 31-year-old
Boy Diaper?
Wow.
Oh, he's really
The
going
best part
for
of that sentence is everybody knows. I mean, it might be okay if one or two people know.
Yeah.
Hey, I know your name is Boy Diaper, but when it gets to the point everybody knows.
Aren't you Boy Diaper?
Well, he's the guy that Robin actually aced out for the job.
Holiday knows all about this man known as Boy Diaper. 31-year-old Barton Bagnus was charged in February with wearing a diaper and showing it to kids. Police know all about him. In 1999, he was convicted for a similar crime, and he's on Utah's sex offender registry where his alias is Boy Diaper. The February case happened on this street in Holiday, and he was charged with 11 counts of lewdness involving a child.
He always had a big bag on him. With
Okay.
Hey,
I was sure we were going to have to dump that until she continued.
Whoa.
I don't know what kind of diapers he's using. They make transparent ones?
On him with diapers in it, and then he would always he would ask the kids if they wanted to see his diapers, and then he would pull his pants down and his shirt up and show them that he was wearing diapers.
Aw, it's cute.
Aw.
Is that pedophile, though, or is he just...
Exhibition.
Or not even sexual, but really trying to be a kid? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
I want to find out where he works, and then we can make some more,
Maybe he's a lawyer.
Preying on the most innocent of victims.
Yesterday, Bagnus was arrested after authorities say he came to this recreation center and exposed the diaper he was wearing to children.
We're frustrated because we've made numerous arrests, numerous contacts with this man, and it seems that he's back out on the street.
The 31-year-old lives with his parents in Holiday. His mother claims Bagnus suffers from dyslexia and was a victim of bullying during school.
Oh, God damn it. Shut up, you stupid enabling mother. Smack him in the face.
And say, take that diaper off.
Dyslexia, and he was bullied. Shut up.
Well, he's dyslexic. Everything's backwards. He's big, but he wears small person clothes. He's
little person's
he's going
clothes.
backwards.
Stop it.
Yeah, he should be shot.
In school, she says he never recovered.
Maybe his happiest time was when he was a little child, and maybe that's why he's so got this fixation on children.
Kill yourself
with diapers.
Well, that's another problem. That's a physical problem.
Maybe mommy shouldn't have been taking tennis lessons.
A little attention might have helped.
Yeah.
She says that the diapers are a physical problem, so she's trying to blame it on the fact that perhaps he's incontinent and has to wear diapers. Yeah, because showing children, and it doesn't seem like he's wearing adult diaties.
Well, that's another problem. That's a physical problem.
But those living on Kentucky Avenue have no sympathy with his past. They're upset Bagnus still gets to walk the streets despite his
Concerned citizen?
It's frustrating to see that the system doesn't work, because it's only a matter of time, before someone else. And I don't know, he just grosses me out.
Grosses me out.
How would you feel if you were a mother? Let's play devil's advocate for a minute.
Alrighty.
You do the best you can.
Yeah.
And your best work is being arrested at age 31 for wearing diapers and showing them to children. How does that make you feel? That's where your best efforts got everyone. What a monumental failure this woman is.
Yes, she has failed at the easiest job ever.
I do believe she wasn't a good mommy.
Just giving birth and making sure the kid has what it needs.
You couldn't raise a bigger goose egg. and he lives at home. It's not like, look, my son, the physicist, wears diapers.
Yeah.
He lives at home. Mm-hmm. He's been arrested for showing his diapers to children, and he continues to do so.
She has to make his mac and cheese every day.
Exactly.
What was that last picture you had there, Danny?
Don't even attempt
it was
to
a
say
girl?
it's hot.
Now, hold on.
Don't even attempt to say it was
the
hot.
girl in the diety.
That's hot?
It's not hot because it looks like it's used. And there's like a pad around back or something. Yeah. But there's something rip the diety off. I'm undressing her with my eyes is what I'm doing.
It's boy shorts made out of diaper material.
Yeah.
It's not hot.
I agree it's not.
Growl.
Hot?
I thank God the diaper fetish never grabbed a hold of me.
Oh my God. Imagine how embarrassing that would be.
Do you understand? Fetishes line up at my door because they know eventually I'll invite them in.
You're gonna latch onto one.
They really do. They're like I'm like an old man in the park, and fetishes are like little pigeons. They just know that I'm gonna drop bread eventually.
Sometimes I feed the birds. I hope Jake will be by. Was that his name?
I never thought certain things would grab me. But lo and behold,
yeah,
it's late at night. You're online, you're rifling through your Rolodex, and boy, don't you find a video that just tickles your fancy a certain way.
Oh, really?
What is that video, Jimmy?
I mean, I know I'm just speaking in general.
Just in general.
Whatever,
Okay.
yeah.
So, you'll indulge as you watch the video?
Yeah, and then I'll say, maybe I'll try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's divorce afterwards.
Oh, okay. What it does? It involves liquid.
Sometimes not.
All right.
Could be anything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
You're a weirdo.
Dude, I know.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. What were you talking about, Jimmy?
Fan. I normally don't go to video links, but this fan sent me a link to a video site. He goes, it's the worst site on the net. And I don't remember the name of it. I'm trying to find it. I have
Foundry Music. Oh, my God.
Before I got a sentence out, you had that one ready. Yes, Foundry.
Get out of my way.
And it's got all the horrible videos, like the beheadings and the horrible stuff. And I always watch that stuff. I wish I didn't, but a part of me...
I know. Why do you watch?
I don't know. It's like you're trying to conquer something. There's no pleasure in it. You're trying to... I don't know. I wish I had a better answer for you.
Yeah, I
same as
can't
the people
go there.
Rubberneck.
Mm-hmm.
And the beheading videos I've seen are so bad. But the ones that they have on this site are even worse because they're... I'm guessing they're... it's Muslim, I think, because somebody's yelling Allah Akbar, but they're not like... they're not Iraqi or Jordanian. I want to guess Chechnyan or something
That's
like that.
still Muslim, yeah.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're speaking Russian or something like that, or some Eastern European. It's just horrible.
Ugh. And they do the beheading slow?
Yeah, that was what I was telling Anthony off the air. It was that they don't just do it and get it done. It's almost like the one guy's filming, and there's a bunch of soldiers. It looks like because they're all armed, heavily armed guys. It looks like it's some kind of civil war or something, and they're all just laying on their stomachs and they're just bleeding them out. But the one guy's grabbing the guy under the chin and lifting his head so he's trying to breathe. It's like,
Oh, my
and the guy holding the video camera is like chuckling about something.
Why do you watch this?
I don't know.
You're like a crazy person. It's going to give you nightmares.
It was awful. People have tried to set themselves on fire. Like, suicide's bad.
Is it toxic? I don't want to give out the site just in case, but is it toxic something?
I don't believe it is. I don't know.
All right.
I might not even know it if I heard it.
Okay.
I don't think I'd actually give this one out on the air. Anyway. This is just too creepy.
Yeah,
People
a little
find
too.
it. That's just too awful.
And you saw like videos of guys burning alive?
This one guy did like a medley, if I may be permitted, of people who have set themselves on fire in suicide attempts, and some have actually lived. And there's a bunch of them. First of all, if you're going to kill yourself and you set yourself on fire, if you commit to do that and you do it, if I had a hat, I'd tip it to you. I don't get it.
That has got to be the most painful way to go.
Dude, hold a match under your finger.
Burning, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. Ow!
It's horrible.
Now,
Fire
that
stinks.
on your entire body, fire stinks.
Who likes fire on them?
No one.
Who sees a fire and says, "What? That would feel wonderful all over me."
All over.
All over. I got to just rub fire all over my body.
That's horrid.
Yeah.
And there's one guy, some of the videos are terrible. Like this one guy, he really wanted to commit suicide. He's like on like the 8th or 10th floor of an apartment building, and he sits in the window and he sets himself on fire and then just leans back out the window.
And jumped?
He falls backwards out the window on fire and hits the ground. I mean,
Did he go out when he hit?
It looked like he died. Yeah, I mean, who knows?
No, I mean, did the fire go out?
No.
Oh.
Smoldered and burned.
Did he go? Of course he's dead. No, it looked like he could have passed on.
Let me tell you something. There's one guy, it looks like he's in a park somewhere, and most of these things are not in America, so you can't really understand what people are yelling. I imagine it's ouch in another language. Yeah, how do you say marshmallow in Portuguese? And this one guy's like in a park, and it looks like he's standing and he's just burning. He's on fire. And some guy keeps trying to put him out with a blanket. And it looks like the blanket like just gets caught on the guy and starts to burn. And the guys are like walking around with their hands on their hips looking at this guy like, what do we do for him?
What is the guy that's burning? What is he doing? Is he walking? Is he standing?
He's standing and he's moving.
What type of stance? If you could relate it to a common stance that maybe we've seen people...
Hard to say if he was trying to put himself out with the blanket or if he was trying to get it off him so he would die. I couldn't tell. Like, instinct is probably that you want to put the fire out.
Yeah, you probably instantly go, wow, bad idea.
Yeah. Yowza, that hurts.
It really hurts a lot.
And so, yeah, he was. It's hard to say because the video is kind of choppy on this one, but he's standing there, and there's a really weird moment where the two guys are just kind of looking at him because they don't know what to do. And the guy's on fire the whole time.
Oh.
And they finally get him on the ground. And
go to the horrible wig store just in case you pull through.
A body wig, maybe. Dude, a wig wouldn't help this guy. If he's going to get one, he should go blonde. Just be completely arrogant about it. And they finally get him on the ground. They finally put him out. And there's literally, he's just smoldering. The man is smoldering like a piece of charcoal. Oof. And you can't hear him, but his chest is going up and down, and his arms keep like reaching out a little bit for something. He's alive.
Yeah,
it's horrendous.
I'm sure he didn't live very long.
I doubt he did well. I mean,
yeah.
So what goes on in your brain when you're seeing these videos and you say to yourself, "This is horrendous," and you continue watching?
Because
I
it happens.
Watch that stuff.
It's because it happens. It's almost like first of all, I got really nervous. It makes me not want to sleep. You start to realize your own mortality. I get scared, and then I'm like, "Hey, stupid! None of them were comedians." none of them were entertainers. Like the majority of the beheadings, at least.
No, few. I wish they were, though. Stupid Bob Kelly.
But you,
puddle of boiling fat on the street.
But your fellow comedians are pretty impressive when they decide to kill themselves, though.
Yeah, but they do it with a gun usually. They don't do anything. There's nothing.
What about the one in L.A. there?
L.A.
The Hyatt on Sunset Boulevard, where the guy decided that he needed to jump from the roof and land. He wanted to hit the entrance of the Comedy Store where they weren't too nice to him.
Yeah,
and he fell short by 50 feet or so. He didn't run long enough.
Well, he
didn't get a good start.
That guy, he jumped off the roof. I mean, when all is said and done, he did just jump off a building.
Yeah.
Richard shot himself, and I know a couple other comedians. I know another guy that hung himself. Another guy who gassed himself in a garage.
Send in the clowns.
Yeah,
Right.
another girl who hung herself.
Hey, funny man.
What, local comedians?
Comics, yeah, all people have comedians.
Anyone that was famous?
No, just Jenny. I mean, I didn't know the one guy from
Richard Jenny, Freddie Prinze.
I didn't know Freddie.
He shot himself.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fire tried to with fire.
Did he try to kill himself?
Yeah, it was a suicide attempt.
Oh, wow.
So, but that's a rare, he's Richard, so he had to go extreme. But the idea of doing that, just putting fire on yourself.
That's insane.
But when I'm watching that stuff, I don't know why. But then I start thinking, like, most of the beheadings tend to be in areas where there's some kind of a conflict, an armed conflict. It's religious stuff.
Yeah, it's not at a mall.
Yeah, it's not happening in the States. They're usually, a lot of them are soldiers, or they're foreign soldiers, or they're people who are in that mix.
It still doesn't, like, a clip like that, even though it's far away and they're speaking some other language, it doesn't take me far enough out of it to not be completely disturbed and not be able to watch it. I can't watch those. It's still, because no matter where you're from, when that's happening to you, it's the same reaction you'll get from anybody in any country.
Doesn't matter what
Holy
language you speak
Yeah.
or what religion you are.
My head is being sawn off.
When you watch those videos on high def?
Oh, God.
The Olympics, they look pretty impressive on high def.
You like that?
Maybe some of these videos on high def. Jimmy, would you go high def with these videos?
You wouldn't want to. The one of the guy on fire is jumpy. A lot of them are jumpy because people are just grabbing them when they're happening.
Yeah.
And there's one from the Fedayeen in Iraq.
Fedayeen.
Where I guess the guy, they translated for you, the guy had failed his mission.
Oh, that dummy.
I got to be a real wimp.
What is this?
Nah, turn off my screen.
No, I will not watch that.
What is it? I'll watch it.
How
Oh
do
my God! It's is that Pearl?
Nah, dude, I'm not even kidding. How do I
That's
turn
not
this
Daniel
off?
Pearl. No, it's not Daniel Pearl.
Oh,
The green button. Just hit the green button.
I swear to God, this is my line.
I cannot even look.
I don't even care if people call me a wimp. I can't.
I'm looking straight ahead.
I can't watch
The Army of Ansar,
whatsoever.
they don't play
I
games.
can't watch. Who is it?
Army of Ansar.
Army of the 12 Monkeys. What?
No, there was Tawhid and Jihad. I think they were called. They're one of them.
Yeah.
That was Al-Zawar.
So the guy's just talking. He's just there talking. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Is that the one that Al Zarqawi did by himself? He actually did it.
I don't know. But if you're in a video,
yeah,
and you're they always have you kneeling. If you're talking and there are like arms behind you holding a weapon and some type of Arabic-looking writing on a piece of something hanging,
oh, you're in trouble.
That's a bad video to star in.
You're in Dutch.
You are in the doghouse.
You're in deep doo.
Oh, you're in a pickle, as we say.
See, I keep kind of looking, and I don't want to. Oh, and then the guy's reading a statement. He's got the old hood on. This is just despicable.
Yeah, we don't have to watch it. I mean, I've seen so many.
You just want those people killed in horrid ways. I hope a bomb went off just outside of range to kill him instantly.
That's it. Thanks, E-Rock.
Oh, that's the site?
No, E-Rock found it. I don't know. I don't care about watching this stuff. It's very disturbing to watch. But when people do watch it,
I can't watch it.
It's too much for them.
Jesus, Danny.
What the hell? He's over there like it's a cartoon.
It is uncomfortable, though. It really violates you in a weird way.
Yeah.
I mean, other people out there, I'm sure, have seen them, and I wish I didn't watch them.
It's because the only thing you can do watching videos like that is imagine what that would be like. You watch it and then imagine, how would that feel? What if I was in that position? And it's incomprehensible, the horror that would be. So I'd rather not. watch.
That's why we watch porn. You want to be in that.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
But you're right. Porno is great because it puts you in that situation. But
why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
You don't.
You're right.
Of course.
You want to be the person in the movie. You're like,
yeah.
She's having fun.
Let's go to
50 people paying attention to her.
Let's go to Jersey. Jersey.
Hey, I could just picture Jimmy sitting there going, fire, 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 fire everywhere.
Lily.
I found the.
Do we have Jimmy's fire song?
I found the website. The fire ones are bad, but the beheading ones are so graphic. The fire ones are it's just something on fire. I mean, they're terrible because you know it's a person and it hurts.
Yeah.
There's one, though, it's kind of funny because the guy, I think, tried to set himself on fire and then had a thought otherwise and was screaming and trying to take his clothes off. And he did live. It looked like he did it to make his girlfriend mad or something.
Oh, that's good.
But he did live. But was he not pleased with his decision?
Yeah. Fire is just one of those things where no matter how good it seems an idea at the time, when you're doing it, you got to just go, wow.
For the most part, you can't psych yourself up to get to that point.
Because you probably put some type of thing that makes the fire stay on you. Because you can't just put a match on your head and burn to death.
No.
You applied
You'll look
something.
silly.
You would, a little match, your head would be ow, and you'd smell like burning hair.
Within seconds, you realize this was a really, really bad idea. Nick in Beechwood, what's up? He's got something about the fire people.
Good morning, boys.
Morning.
You guys know the cover of the Rage Against the Machine album with that? It's like a Tibetan monk or somebody set himself on
that's
fire.
a famous shot.
Yeah. Apparently, after he set himself on fire, he just sat there. He didn't scream, didn't complain, nothing.
Well, that's some of that yoga teachings.
Is that yoga?
Yeah, a little meditation and yoga gets your mind set.
That's some discipline.
It's all about the discipline.
That's some discipline.
Let's say hi to Jim. Jim in New Hampshire just doesn't get it. Jim.
How can you watch that, Two Girls in One Cup, and not Little Beheading?
Are you out of your mind?
That's a big jump, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, some people can't watch Two Girls, One Cup, I understand, but that's a big jump you're making right there.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
All right.
Not doing a good idea. Set yourself on fire, sir.
Let's go to Marcos in Jersey. Marcos.
By the way, when fire is on you, I'll bet you the first thought you have is, get it off me. Get the fire off me.
Can you please leave? Fire, leave.
Fire, stop it. Go away. Fire on you is really unpleasant.
I think the first thought you have is, I think there's water around here somewhere.
Yeah, let me get in it quickly.
Let me look around and see where the water is. Marcos.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Jimmy, the video you're talking about with the soldiers, that's the one where they're all lined up like on a hill and they're dragging them one by one?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And the camera's like right in their face and he's like smacking around while they're bleeding to death?
Yeah, it's really terrible, man.
Oh.
It's really terrible.
Savages.
I think I got like the same thing like, that you got, Jimmy, bro, because like for some reason I have to watch it. I don't know why, and I'm there by myself. It's sick. I don't know. Something's wrong with me, I guess.
It's almost like because you're not watching it. It's not like watching it for sexual pleasure or because it's funny. It's just this event that happened. It's real. It happened. I mean, everybody has the instinct because we all do. Look at the old example at a car accident. Every person, there's an instinct thing with that. I don't know what it is. It's finding a way to avoid it, and I don't know what the instinct thing that drives you to see that is, but it is there. Because we all look, we see someone disastrous happen. We all look.
Maybe we could get a psychologist or psychiatrist. Which one do we need to talk to? Which one does?
I believe a psychologist.
Psychologist, and the other one just gives you the meds.
Gives you the dope.
Maybe one of those could call. One of those whack jobs could call us and tell us why we look at this crap.
One of those quacks.
Yeah, those quacks. Thanks, Marcos. Let's have some fun with Ernest Borgnine once again today. One of the better clips to come down the old pipe in quite a long time.
Yeah.
Ernest Borgnine, very famous Hollywood actor, 91 years young.
91.
He was being interviewed. I think a lot of people have seen the video by now, but it's just worth playing again on the radio here.
To the show, but real quickly, you're 91 years old. You look fantastic. You look like you're in your late 60s, early 70s. What's the secret?
I don't dare tell you.
No meat. You don't eat meat.
I masturbate a lot.
Okay, I think. Thank you, Ernie. That was great.
I actually heard that.
Ernie, have you ever been on YouTube before that?
Listen. Yesterday.
What are you talking about?
It went all over the place.
Okay, we're going to take a quick time out. He'll be in the After the Show. Log on to foxandfriends.com. I just shook his
As great as that audio is, they kind of blew it because Ernie there was going to explain.
He was going to elaborate.
Because he went, yesterday. I really want to know what he was going to say after yesterday.
Oh, he's probably going to go into gory details about how he did it, what he used.
I was imagining he was just going to give a number. Yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
12 times?
Yesterday, 12 alone. Brian, Long Island.
Hey, yeah, there's this great sick video of the guy who's the stalker of Bjork, and
Bjork.
He sent her, the Bjork. He sent her a bomb in the mail and documented this all on video, and was timing it so that he killed himself at the exact day where the package should have gotten there, and you see it all on camera. And the disturbing part is you see him shoot himself, and he falls out of frame, but then you hear all this stuff leaking out of him as he's on the floor.
I saw that video, actually.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, this goes back a few years. Yeah, Bjork.
He times it so that he does it the minute, like, the last song on her album that he loves. Like,
yeah, this guy was a real creepy.
Wow.
His own suicide.
Oh.
He was, like, shaving parts of his skin off towards the end. He had all these red bands across his face.
Yeah, I watched some of that video. It was very disturbing, but I watched it. Bjork had a stalker.
I just saw it last night for the first time.
Oh, the suicide guy?
Yeah, it's awful.
Is it?
It really is.
Falls out of frame, though, huh?
Yeah, but it's just creepy, the whole, like, build-up, and then he finally kills himself, and then he falls out of frame, like you said, yeah.
And you hear, it sounds like something. Did you say that, or I'm sorry, you might have said that.
Yeah, he said, you hear leaking.
You hear, it sounds like he's pouring soup out, or water.
Yeah. Wow, that much blood is just pumping out of
It
him?
literally sounds like water is being spilled on the floor. The sound was so...
The makeup makes it creepy, too.
It makes it very creepy. But
he made up his face in kind of like a tribal, like...
Oh,
look.
yeah. Oh, look, he's a big fat idiot.
But he shaved his head.
Good. Good riddance.
He's got the Bjork on freeze frame in the background on a crappy TV.
What does the sign say behind him?
The best of me. This was 12 years ago? I thought this was... wow,
His whole
okay.
fantasy was that he was going to meet her in heaven because she was supposed to die the same day because of his bomb.
Oops.
Oh, really? That's what he was planning. Wow, what a whack job. So he mails... Hold on.
Like, busted him on it. They were able to intercept the package.
I'm sorry, Brian. It's your radio show. You continue.
Yes. So he sent her a bomb.
Yes.
It was supposed to blow up at the exact moment he killed himself, but they intercepted it. What a dope.
Yeah, the video is very disturbing.
He's in the afterlife just going, where's Bjork?
God, what a douche.
Yeah, no kidding. Very creepy.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you, Brian.
He's all fat in a thong.
Good call.
How long is this?
He's wearing a thong?
Yeah, he's covering his penis. It's just, I thought he was naked until he turned around. He does have a covering on. He's not nude.
He's got the man boobies working.
He's awful. Dude, you know what, dude? She's a very good singer, dude.
Look at the discus. They finally got video of these beasts throwing this disc.
Ugh.
Look at that thing. Let it be known I'm looking at at the gold. All right. Anyway, Stunt Brain, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's with the Darth Maul makeup on this guy?
Yeah,
He's got like Star Wars makeup.
Yeah.
Before that movie came out.
Where does he shoot himself?
He was ahead of his time.
In the mouth. It's not even graphic. You hear it, and then he falls. He's deep breathing right now. Watch. No, you don't. You don't see anything. He shoots himself. Nothing comes out the back. But he makes it. The noise is uncomfortable.
I got you.
He makes it. If you get the audio of that, it's just, if you didn't know what it was, it wouldn't bother you. But it's like a pop, and then he goes like, oh, and then it just sounds like somebody spilling water on the floor.
It's disgusting.
It sounds fake.
You don't really.
Danny's just like,
the heavy breathing before he pulls the trigger.
He's listening
really
to one
disturbing.
of her songs.
He's really getting himself pumped up.
Dude.
What, Danny?
What I'm watching in the video, I just rewound it a couple of times. Nothing comes out of his head, but you can see the top of his head actually bubble up a little bit and not break. I'll back it up so you guys you could totally...
It bubbles up a bit?
Oh, thanks for that.
I didn't know.
Top of his head.
Watch the very, very top of his head, right when he pulls the trigger.
Yeah, his head's shaved, so it's kind of easy to see.
It's like someone shooting a steel door.
A bad fan he is.
Bam, you see it?
Oh, rock.
Wow, that bullet wanted to go
yeah, almost came out.
Leave his brain.
Oh, too bad he didn't have a hat on that could get lifted up. That'd be almost Laurel and Hardy-ish.
Yeah, it kind of looked like one of those guys you see on the streets that has the bad toupee and the wind just kind of puffs it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what happened to the top of his skull.
Wow, dude.
That's disturbing.
I never noticed that.
Oh, that is so sick.
See, this is... I could watch this, though.
Yeah, because there's
beheading
no real...
videos I can't watch. Whoa, that bullet wanted to... Give him an old exit wound.
The old turkey timer in his head went off.
Yeah.
Can you get the audio of that?
Yes.
All right, Larry in Texas. Larry!
Good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, George Carlin used to have a term for this in one of his bits, and there's an adjective that describes wanting to watch all this crud. You know, and he would describe it as burning buildings falling on people. Jimmy, don't you remember that from one of his...
I don't. I mean, obviously, I'm sure he addressed it because he addressed every...
You certainly captured the essence of Carlin's bit there.
Anyway, I can't remember what it is, but somebody will mind it. See ya.
All right, sir. Thank you. Larry, Texas. Why don't we take a break? Back to school clothes, too sexy?
No.
We'll tell you about it after the break. And Disney says no to musical panties.
What?
Disney, these people know what they're doing down there in Disney or wherever their corporate offices are. Yeah.
Musical panties?
They know how to sell stuff through sex. I'll explain that one after the break, too. And then you got a stillborn baby found alive in morgue.
Hey, we were just talking about that with Dr. Bodden.
Yeah, Dr. Boredom.
What?
You like Dr.
Is that what they were calling him?
No, that's what I'm calling him.
Dr. Borden?
Yeah.
Boredom?
I write a lot of my own material. Yes, that was Dr. Boredom.
Well, he was...
Enough about
stuttering,
death.
Stuttering a bit, but he got the point out eventually.
We had the legendary Dr. Bawden on our show yesterday.
Yeah. He loves talking about death.
He sure does.
And he brought one of his ghoul friends with him from England. Whatever. It's all inside stuff now, I understand. Opie and Anthony. Go. How's everybody today? Doing good? Are you? Nice.
They just answered their radio.
They answer.
They went, yeah.
I know they're out there.
Doing all right.
877-212-O&A. Let's go to Seaford. Rob, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Rob.
How you guys doing today?
Good.
So, hey, Jimmy, you're sick, dude. Gotta tell you that. I love the show, but you guys are creeping me out with all this blowing your brains out talk. But I do have some insight into the crazy Bjork guy.
Okay.
So basically, it was a few years ago because this stuff is old. They did a Dateline or some sort of 2020 special on the guy, and the reasoning behind the makeup is, I guess, when these nut jobs go to kill themselves, they will do things like shave their head and paint their face, so that when because like this guy was videotaping stuff and probably watching it also, or looking in the mirror, and they do these things so they don't recognize themselves. So it makes it easier for them to kill themselves, basically.
Wow, that's fascinating. I didn't think that. Right. Screeching halt.
New York City's going to help us out. TK, what's up?
Yeah, I want to know if Anthony collects turbans and the kerchiefs that the Muslims wear and bits of blown-up bombs.
No.
Well, you collect Nazi memorabilia, and they killed women and children in pits and dropped babies from the tops of buildings. What's the difference?
They were snappy dressers.
But you called the Muslims barbaric, but the Germans are not. Why? Because they have blue eyes and blonde hair, and they look good in a nice uniform?
He's a fan of the
I don't
era.
think I said that. I said I was a fan of the era. The whole thing with the World War II and the 40s, and it was.
Are you a fan of the 2001 era?
It was one of those
being killed in Iraq.
Noble wars, and the German army. You got to admit, snappy dressers, good clothes.
So if the Muslim terrorists dress really well in nice Hugo Boss suits, you'd be a fan of them also?
I'd be a fan of the way they dressed.
And you'd collect their stuff. You collect their uniforms. They blew up 3,000 Americans in our city.
No, I think as time goes by, people would collect more. I think now it's a little too, soon.
I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about you. You called the Muslims barbarians, but the Nazis were worse.
What am I praising the Nazis?
I don't think Anthony ever denied the Nazis were barbarians.
I think, yeah. I don't think.
Well,
did I have to say that?
Their memorabilia has to be a fan at some subconscious level.
Really?
I
can't just be a fan of collecting historical trinkets and whatnot.
That's the line lots of you guys like to use.
You guys, and meaning by you guys, what do you mean?
I mean all the guys who like to say, I collect anything about history. It's a part of history.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
part of history.
90% of the collection is beautiful stuff with lovely swastikas on it.
Yeah, it's history. It's a part of history that you then own. What's the problem with that?
Why does the History Channel show Hitler footage and all that stuff, sir? Why do they constantly show that stuff?
Because that's history. People should know the truth.
So, but people do collect war artifacts.
You don't think I know the truth?
When Opie says these Muslims are so barbaric in the way they do things,
they are.
It wasn't Opie.
He makes lovely jokes about all the stuff he collects from the Third Reich. I feel there's a strong juxtaposition going on here.
What's the juxtaposition, sir? What? Explain to me what is juxtaposed.
That you were on the dais roasting Bob Saget.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, TK. You made your point. Thank you, sir.
I don't think you really made much of a point there.
I know what he was getting at, but I didn't agree with him at all.
It's so ridiculous. He's trying to equate collecting stuff from the 40s, the 30s and 40s, from a part of history that was probably the most important event of the 20th century, and he's trying to equate that with Muslims and them being barbaric, and why don't I collect turbans and stuff? Stop.
And you would collect stuff like that, by the way. It's like it's any time. It doesn't mean you're for. When I was in Iraq, me and Colin went to Baghdad Airport. I did get stuff. I get my photo taken. There really wasn't much you could take.
They got a Cinnabon there?
I don't think that it's really like it's like I was flying in 1973.
Yeah, I assumed.
You really want to, but you do want to bring something back. I'm certainly not pro terrorist, but you collect things sometimes. Would soldiers over there now grab art? I guarantee it. Like watching Generation
grab
Kill,
art,
they do
things
grab
like
stuff.
that. Of course. What if you you put one in Osama bin Laden's head and you rifle through his pockets and find a knife or something like that? Of course you'd take that with you. And you tell all your friends when you display it at home, this was bin Laden's knife right after I shot him.
It's a conversational piece there.
Yeah. It's one of those, little trinkets of history. So
when I went to the big pool party this past Saturday, I noticed your very, I mean, when I say very, I mean very tiny Hitler figurine.
Yes, somebody sent me a little Hitler figurine.
This thing was not even close to an inch tall.
Yes, it's very little.
Extremely little.
And it's giving the old Sig Heil.
Well, yeah.
And it's just a little trinket. It was from the era.
I think it's also a way on a psychological level, and again, I could be off, but it seems like a way of controlling something that's horrible and scary. Like, if you own a knife that was used in a war, it's almost like the suffering somebody felt at the other end of this, and then here I have it, and it's not doing anything awful to me. I don't know. I'm not saying that right, but
it's just a memorabilia thing. You got something like, quote, cool. Like, wow, this was used in World War I, World War II, Vietnam, whatever.
Steve from Bayshore actually gave me a little trinket. Gave me a piece of rock, a piece of stone from the Reichstag building. He gave me...
what is that?
It's like where the head muckety mucks did all their fun stuff.
All their muckety?
All their planning.
All their muckety.
Yeah, the Reichschancellery.
You know he went to some dump somewhere in Bayshore and got that, right?
No. Steve is
I'm always
all legit.
When it comes
on the
to
up and up.
When it comes to memorabilia, I'm very suspicious of like pieces of buildings.
Yeah, but he went there.
Yeah, did he?
He did.
Yeah, okay.
He went there.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, he's a fan of the era. So we've been on Pal Talk a few times where me and Steve have done a little show and tell. You do a little show and tell on Pal Talk. Hey, here's a flag. It's a nice little flag.
Let's say hi to John in Jersey. John, what's up?
Hey there, Jan.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
When my brother came home from Iraq, he brought with him a piece of Saddam Hussein's palace. I had friends who came home from Iraq who brought home their headgear and clothing and things like that because it's memorabilia. It's things to remember when they were there. It's not that they respected these people or that they wanted to be like them. I mean, this guy's a retard. Fuck him for yelling at you. Excuse my language.
Well, thank you, sir. I say the same thing.
Yeah, Anthony.
F him for yelling at me.
Little known fact: Anthony was part of that war. So,
well, you know, when I hit the beaches of Normandy.
Let's go to Jim in Long Beach. Jim.
Hey, what's up, Owen? Hey, Anthony, Jimmy, I love you, man.
Oh, thank you.
Anthony, no, I'm with you on this. That guy's a bit of a douche. You know, my grandfather actually was in Missouri in World War II, and one of the kamikazes that crashed into the ship, he kept the flag because he always wanted to give it back to the family, you know, when we came at peace with Japan. And he still has it. You know, it's a great artifact to have. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, well, think about all the Nazi swords. I don't know if you guys brought that up, but these guys have brought back. You know what I mean? They're artifacts. They're history.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like Bob Kelly searching through Mayan artifacts, but, you know.
Yeah, Mayan ruins.
That idiot on his spiritual adventure.
Oh.
I only wish he was kidnapped and worshipped.
Thanks a lot, folks. I appreciate it.
Or put on a spigot for the villagers.
Yeah, an apple. They would think there's going to be a good harvest because of the giant sea monster that they were able to land.
Here's Steve from Bay Shore saying Hitler's chancellery was demolished by the Russians after World War II, and the granite and marble was used to build 2 huge Soviet war memorials in Berlin. In 2003, Steve went to one of them that was being repaired, and he grabbed a nice chunk.
Yeah, did he?
So that is where that came from.
You know, the people over there just put a pile of rocks together knowing people like Steve would just grab those rocks.
You think?
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm taking his word for it.
How much attention does John Mayer need? I know he's kind of a friend of the show, but
he's just banging
He hasn't been here for a long time.
Yeah.
He knows we'll ask him uncomfortable questions.
He's wearing a Batman hoodie with Batman ears.
What a douche.
I think he enjoys the attention that the paparazzi gives him. All right, whatever. The picture just popped up online. Hey, Dano, what's up? Kentucky. Check it in.
Hey, good morning, boys. Happy birthday, Amy.
Thank you.
Hey, Anthony, I'm sorry that guy called and tried to make you an awful person. I mean, we all think you're an awful person, but I'm not going to pass judgment on you. I'm kidding. I love collecting. I have a rock from Noriega's house in Panama. A piece of marble from Saddam's victory over America's palace, and I have all kinds of rotten people memorabilia. It doesn't mean you worship them. It just means it's cool and you like to talk about it. It's an excellent trophy.
Back in the day when I was working in Buffalo, we gave pieces of the Berlin Wall away. Little known fact. So the 103rd caller got a piece of the Berlin Wall, everybody. And I had I got a piece of the Berlin Wall, and it sat in my apartment for a while, and no one gave a crap. So guess what? I don't have a piece of the Berlin Wall anymore.
You threw away
Hell yeah, I did.
a piece of history.
Hell yeah, I did. Because there's no way to prove that this was part of the Berlin Wall.
Only you will
A dopey radio station in Buffalo has pieces of the Berlin Wall that were given away?
Well, a few people have. I know this one. I think it's a club here in New York. Is it? Or was it Massachusetts? That had a big piece of the wall with the spray painting on it and everything, and actually put it on in the bathroom, and they put the urinals on it.
See, that would be kind of cool if it's a big chunk. But I'm talking about this. This was a piece that was just a little a little bigger than marble. What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, that's.
Some people take body parts. I'd collect body parts of famous people. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
You walked around for the longest time with that goddamn finger bone on your necklace.
Yeah, well,
and it smelled. And you used to just smell it. You'd sit there smelling it because it smelled a little like death.
Well, you're exaggerating a little.
No,
I was trying to smell death. I didn't really smell death.
You were always sniffing it though.
I was trying to smell death. Yes, I got rid of that. That was cannibal jewelry from our old pal.
Cannibal wear.
Chuck Farnham, our old pal Chuck Farnham.
Chuck Farnham,
who was a special individual.
He'd get he'd send away because you could get pieces of cadavers, and one thing you could get is little finger bones. You know, the tips of from the last knuckle to the fingertip, and he would put them on necklaces, and you would wear these things, a human bone, and he would call it cannibal wear. And, it was pretty creepy that you were wearing that.
Yeah.
I can't do anything with people's body parts. It just creeps me out.
Yeah.
That's...
During
Pat from Moonachie is saying, got any toes? He could use one.
During our vacation, one of the papers had an article about all these famous body parts. It's funny that this guy brought it up. And where these famous body parts are. I wish I saved the article. Maybe you can find that, Stunt Brain.
Like John Dillinger's yeah?
Actually,
that's supposed to be pretty big.
Actually, it was somebody's junk. I forgot which famous person.
I think Dillinger's was...
maybe that's
somewhere.
Not the one in this article. And then they had Einstein's eyes. They're just floating around somewhere. Yeah.
Floating
Who wouldn't
around.
want Einstein's eyes in a jar? That would be freaking cool.
Just looking at you.
Let's go to Mike in New York. Mike.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, I'm with Ant on this one. I served in Iraq, and I took a bunch of souvenirs from there, flags and stuff. Doesn't mean that I like them.
Ears? Scalps?
I didn't take
What did you
ears.
take?
No, more hands and feet than anything.
Yeah, collecting war memorabilia from either an ally or an enemy is not signing off on what they did, or it's not.
Of course not.
Embracing their ideology. It's just silly. If you have a Nazi flag hanging in your house and you like agree with Hitler's speeches, it doesn't matter if your Nazi flag is brand new. you embrace Nazi ideology.
Yeah, where did you hide all that stuff during your pool party at?
Actually, it was in the kitchen.
Was it?
But underneath like a basket. I had to hide it, and some was in the office, and then my lawn jockey is in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy these things.
People give them to you.
Yeah, they give them to me, and Keith thought it was very funny when I was on vacation once. The first day of my vacation, he put a lawn jockey on my lawn, so it sat there for a week. And I came home and went, what the hell is that? And there's a lawn jockey on my lawn. And another friend, Joe, decided when I was on vacation during Christmas to put a giant menorah in my window. So our Jewish neighbors were very confused with Christmas lights and a menorah.
How did your friend Joe get into your house while you weren't there?
He was taking care of the cat.
Oh, all right.
It was the old days.
Stunt, Dave Brain.
Yes, sir. There is a book that just came out called 2,500 Years of History Unzipped, Napoleon's Privates. And it details where some of the great private parts and organs of history are housed.
Ooh.
Apparently, Bonaparte's member was sold at auction in 1924.
Bonaparte.
And now a urologist has bought it and has it on display, as well as Che Guevara's hair was sold in 2007. And Lincoln's skull fragments, Beethoven's ear bones, Grover Cleveland's jaw lesions, and even poet Shelley's heart. And there is a Kennedy collector outside of Baltimore who claims to have George Washington's finger.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, the first
Yeah,
finger.
that's pretty cool.
The father of our country's finger.
Part of Lincoln's brain or the skull?
Maybe, yeah.
Well, the book just came out, so the guy's probably around doing a book tour. It came out the last week of July.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool to get that guy.
Yeah, let's get him on the show. That
What was the first piece of memorabilia you said there? That was
Napoleon's member.
Napoleon's member. The poor bastard.
How do you know it's his?
Yeah.
Well, they can do DNA.
Supposedly he had
Can
a
they?
giant one.
Really?
Yeah. In this article, someone had a body part under their bed for like 20, 30 years. It was a real famous...
Yeah, but he's so
I
short.
wish I had the article.
Poor Napoleon.
No, he couldn't have had a baby. Napoleon probably had a tiny little mule because that's why he had to conquer the whole world.
Yeah.
Overcompensate.
Yeah.
He had a small penis and a Porsche.
Little chip on his shoulder.
All right. Back to school clothes too sexy. You want this?
I say no.
Let's do this
Can't
really quick.
ever be.
There's two stories about sexy clothes.
Ooh.
We'll start with this one right here.
Well, back-to-school shopping is here, but when it comes to buying clothes, parents give the fashion trend an F. Here's why. Parents say that clothes meant for children and teenagers are just too sexy for school. They're furious that kids as young as 12 are wearing such revealing clothes. But just because...
This is a weird, phenomenon, by the way, because the kids themselves, they don't think, some of them anyway, they don't think they're in really hot clothes.
No.
It's just the trend that is happening because Britney Spears started, and now you got Hannah Montana and the rest of them dressing ridiculously sexy, and they're copying them.
So,
but they don't realize what that does to guys, what they're wearing. They have no clue.
No, they
really don't have a clue.
Yeah, they're just going with the trend.
But just because you don't see your teenager in the skimpy clothes, it doesn't mean she's not wearing them.
Doesn't mean she's not a goer.
Yeah. That slut's changing in the bathroom.
That's right, as soon as you drop her off.
Yep.
But just because you don't see your teenager in the skimpy clothes, it doesn't mean she's not wearing them.
A teenager told me she changes her clothes in the restroom when she gets to school.
Oh, makes me absolutely furious as a mom. Skanky stuff, how can I put it? I'm sorry, I don't know how to put it.
Kids are just inundated with sexy imagery on the internet and TV, and one counselor says teenagers think it's the norm, so they copy it. He says the best thing you can do is set limits and consequences.
I totally agree. They're not doing it to look like, a stripper or anything. It's just what they're wearing these days.
It's just a good side effect of the whole thing.
And then, speaking of which, we go to the Disney faux pas. They do this all the time. They sell a lot of stuff with that sex thing.
Yeah.
Subliminal messages and all that. We've done that break over the years.
Yeah, you get an artist that did the cover of one of the videos for a cartoon, and like Aladdin.
Yeah.
Aladdin had an obvious penis painted on the cover.
Did it?
Yeah.
Can we find
where
that?
they had to pull it. Not they actually, pull the product.
Yes. Very good. Well, Disney's at it again. They got these musical panties. Disney said on Friday that it has stopped selling a line of panties for girls after parents in Britain complained about the message printed on them.
What does it say? Juicy?
It says dive in.
No way.
Yes, it does.
Kids' underwear that says dive in.
It says dive in, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's the picture of the penis.
Well, that's tough to see, though, man.
No, it's pretty obvious.
Where is it?
What? It's the big thing that looks like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got it, sure.
Yeah.
We'll throw that up on ONARadio.com.
Disgruntled employee.
So the underwear made for tween girls... invited the reader to dive in and was, according to company officials, themed for a swimming pool scene from the Disney Channel hit movie High School Musical 2.
Oh, so they just mean literally dive in the pool.
No, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that get past everybody without one person going, wait a minute,
Yeah.
No, that'll be our excuse. That's what we're going to do. When they ask us, we'll go, no, it's because of that, not this. Unfortunately, an oversight was made. How do you make an oversight like that?
Oops.
Dive in on
looking and going
on little girls' panties. Oversight was made, and the text on the underwear was used out of context. Man, someone is so fired over this. Or maybe not, because now we're all talking about these panties.
Yeah. It was supposed to read, dive into this young... No?
This product will not be part of any forthcoming collections, and the remaining product has been removed from shelves. So the children are once again safe from the dive-in panties.
Thank God.
From Disney.
Can't they just take the words dive in off them?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what they're going to do, right?
Yeah, put something else on there.
Now, they'll probably sell them at a cut rate price to, like, Bangladesh or something. There'll be a bunch of little kids over there running around with Patriots Patriots Super Bowl jerseys.
We did that bit as a joke, and then somebody out there, man, they really helped us out, but they found pictures of everybody wearing all the Super Bowl champion Patriots gear that was supposed to be worn by everybody up there in Boston.
Yep.
It was in some third world country.
They're walking around with
in this third
Super
world,
Bowl champion Patriots.
In this third world country, the Patriots won another Super Bowl.
They don't know.
They don't know.
They get it wrong every year because they get the other team.
Ulysses.
Ulysses.
Nice.
Were you named after Ulysses S. Grant, sir?
Yeah, and it's a coincidence. I used to live in Virginia, so I had to hear it all the time.
Yeah, but were you named after him?
No. I was actually born in Puerto Rico, so it was
He's probably named after like some guy named Ulysses Snodgrass.
Why are
some creep?
Why are Puerto Ricans being named after Civil War heroes?
Yeah, Ulysses.
That is a little weird.
My mom
what is going on in Puerto Rico?
I know my mom wanted to be different, and my dad just wanted me to have a normal Latino name like Alex or Carlos or something like that.
So they settled on Ulysses? How is that a compromise?
Right, that's...
Well, in Spanish it's Ulises, but in English it's Ulysses, and I had to hear it in Virginia from redneck people all the time about the Civil War and all that stuff. So.
Well, and we bring it up today. I'm sorry, but what do you have there?
Hey. Oh, well, going back to that memorabilia story, I got one for you. My friend, he just got out of the Army, and he collected one of those Saddam bills off a dead insurgent, and it had, like, the blood on it. And one night, we got so high that we accidentally rolled it up and smoked it without even thinking. So,
nice.
So that douche that was trying to give you a hard time, I mean, we don't really think about it because I'm prior military myself, and you'll be surprised the stuff we try to collect. So.
All right.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
A little Iraqi blood.
I got a little Saddam money when I was over there.
Yeah. Could you bring it in for show and tell?
Yeah, I don't know if it's legit. Like, the stuff at the Baghdad airport, I didn't have much faith in.
Yeah.
Me and Colin took pictures with the guy who was selling, like, little trinkets there, but...
Yeah.
All
right.
Didn't think it was real, though.
It was weird, like, going to the bathroom there. I think I used one of the urinals or something. It was bizarre walking through that place that I know that in my life I never should have walked through.
Yeah, right?
I never should have been in the Baghdad... Because you could see where it said Saddam Airport.
Yeah.
They had taken the word Saddam off. But the sun had kind of made...
They just removed airport. Oops. Little error.
They're not good spellers. But the word Saddam was still there, but the letters were gone. But walking through the airport, there was no one in there. It was empty, except for me, Colin, our some military guards.
And a family coming in from Disney.
It really wasn't bizarre. A lot of the Continental flights were late. Where's my frequent flyer? The President's Club. It's a hangman's noose. And, it was just bizarre.
Yeah.
Knowing that this was the airport, that like Saddam would have people come through. It was just really a weird place to be, man.
That is odd that you say that. You never should have been there. That's true.
What I wanted to do was go on there was a couple of planes. Which when when the U.S. invaded, I think he had the engines taken off these commercial planes so people couldn't leave the country, and they were sitting there at the gates with no engines,
going nowhere.
I really wanted to go on I know it's probably the same condition they were in when the airport was in its
in
its
heyday.
There's still people sitting on there waiting.
I wanted to walk on one of the planes, but the guard said no.
Why?
I don't remember. Maybe they weren't authorized to bring us there, or maybe we didn't have time. Maybe
just go.
I would
just
love
do it
to.
on your own. Why don't we take a break? We got the Bjork fan suicide audio.
Oof.
We could do that. We have the stillborn that came to life in the morgue.
Oof.
And more of your phone calls. Opie and Anthony. All right. Louis, Baton Rouge.
Hey, guys.
What's up, Louis?
Oh, man, this is crap, man. I'm stuck with friggin' Walton and Johnson now.
Walton and Johnson.
Those guys are great. The one guy does all the voices.
Yeah, he does a little fruit.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, exactly. It's crap.
Well,
we stuck with them for like 30 years, and now we're back to them, I guess.
Yeah, we were kind of like downplaying it, but a lot of people calling from Baton Rouge.
Red Stick.
Yeah,
that's what they call it, Red Stick.
Citadel, I guess they're teaching us some kind of lesson that we really don't know.
Yeah, we have no idea what it is.
We don't know what the lesson is, but they sure are teaching it to us. They took us off another one of their radio stations. We get it. They don't want to do business with us. And they took us off a station in Baton Rouge. And a lot of people calling. They're not happy about it. So I guess you get the old satellite radio, my friend. Get a little of that satellite radio in you.
I guess I have to get my iPhone and do what's the app.
Yeah, do a little what's the apps or something. The big time fans will find us. I don't know what to tell you. This Fareed, I guess he was a friend of ours. I guess.
Yeah.
And something went down. Something's going on, and he decided not to pick up the phone and give us a little phone call to tell us what's going on. He's just doing it. He's the big guy in charge, so he can do whatever the hell he wants. But I thought we had some kind of friendship where he could pick up the phone and go, "Hey guys, it's not working," or "This, or I need to do this," or "I need," but nah.
No, we find out when people call up and say, "You're not on in this city anymore."
Yeah.
It's like, oh, thanks for the heads up there, Fareed.
Way to go, Fareed. Way to go. We had a hell of a friendship, didn't we? It meant nothing to you. Thanks, Louie.
All right, guys.
So we got this, the Bjork. We talked about this. We got the Bjork fan who committed suicide. This was back in '96. I thought this was a mere 4 or 5 years ago, but we're talking 12 years ago. I guess that's when Bjork almost was famous.
Yeah, she had that video with the big teddy bear chasing her through the woods. Human behavior. I don't like the Bjork.
No, I was
not into the Bjork music.
I was never a fan of that. But this guy sure was.
What a creep. And he sent her a bomb to kill her or something in a letter. What a scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, if you weren't listening earlier, this creep decides to kill himself. But in a very unique way, he mailed a package that Bjork was supposed to get that was going to blow her up, basically, right?
Could we?
What?
Could we not have people try to correct us as to the pronunciation of Bjork?
We don't want to say it right.
I think we understand her name is Bjork.
It's for the people that linger longer. That's how we always have said Bjork. We always said her name sounds like the sounds you make when you puke. Just the Bjork. That's who we're talking about. So this creep, he's going to kill himself at the exact time that Bjork was supposed to. Now it's going to be funny when we say Bjork.
Yeah.
Was going to be killed by one of these mail bombs that he sent, right?
A bajam.
He
sent a bajam to kill Bjork.
Bjork. And then he killed himself.
Yeah.
With a gun. And are we allowed to link this video, or is this a little too crazy for the stupid lawyers?
There may need to be just a warning that violent content.
All right, well, okay. If you get that done, then I would officially say we're getting places there, Stunt Brain. We're getting places. So this guy shaved his head. He put on some kind of tribal makeup on his face, and he slowly but surely went through the whole suicide process, and we got some of that audio.
See, apparently... shooting yourself in the head is okay to put on the website. Perish the thought a naked woman is on the website. That's the problem the lawyers have.
Yeah.
You could blow your brains out.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. But a naked woman, that might disturb somebody.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, people are stupid.
Because the lawyers are gay.
Well, we all know that.
I hate the lawyers. I don't even acknowledge they exist.
Why?
Anymore.
You don't understand how the lawyers are.
Do you have to take the FCC training online?
No. Why would they? They don't acknowledge them here.
That bag of dicks.
No.
That was useless.
It's amazing how, as much as I talk on this show,
yeah,
it is amazing they wouldn't think. I'm glad. I don't want to take it, but it's amazing that they wouldn't think to go, you should probably take this. They just don't.
Yeah, Anthony and I get an email every once in a while, every quarter maybe, I don't know, and it's FCC training.
Ugh.
And we have to answer questions.
Yeah.
It is the biggest waste of effing time, but I guess they're like... justifying their jobs, I don't know, or covering their... I don't know why they do this, to be honest.
It's a way to screw us, because then they have it on file that we took this test, went through all the hoops,
all the training,
and the training, and now we know better.
Yeah.
So that if something happens on the air, they could turn around and go, you can't plead ignorance here. You knew better, so we will now fire you. And it's a way to protect their own.
And
ass.
also, it's a way for them to work less, because back in the day when we were doing the NEW thing, we actually had to sit down with the lawyers, and they actually had to go into some in-depth conversations with us and hand out other cases of radio guys getting in trouble. Now, they don't want to work just like anyone else out there. So online training,
an
FCC.
Online test.
But the point of this is, at the end of it, when you pass their FCC online training, these dopes that have no clue about anything that's real in this world, they actually have a certificate that they want you to print out.
That's right.
To prove that you passed, and I guess they want you to display the certificate in your home or something.
Frame that thing and hang it up.
No, they don't.
I swear to God, Jimmy.
You're being ironic. There's no certificate.
I swear.
There is a certificate.
You sit through their horse-ass test, and then at the end, it's all exciting, like, congratulations, you passed, blah, blah, blah. Here's the certificate to print up.
Whoopity-doo.
That you passed, and it has your name on it.
What's the certificate? Is it a picture of a guy with junk in his mouth?
Yeah, it's to put over the glory hole.
But they
poke through.
But they have this as a serious thing. Like, you're excited, and you would actually print this up. Who would print this up?
I graduated.
Yeah, well, here's the Bjork fan suicide audio.
I hate this guy.
Okay, it's time. I've got my gun. I just want to say that my last words are my last words. Well, the world, that's my last words. And New York, and her loving self. The chances of it being entirely successful, like I said before, I'm not going to count on it, but nonetheless, it being out there, I consider it a great venture.
Just shoot yourself.
I hate.
Just pull the trigger.
His babbling.
He's just the fact that he tried to hurt her is why I hate him so much.
And why did he say "F you" to Bjork?
Yeah, the stalkers are like that.
Yeah, they're angry because
she didn't send a letter back. I bet.
Yeah, she should love him. He's a fat pig. She wouldn't like you if she worked in a deli. Fat. Why are you yelling? He's dead for 12
years.
Go
Jim.
Yeah.
I bet he's skinny now.
I'm like addressing a man who painted his head and shot himself like he's mentally competent. I'm talking to him.
Why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
I'm talking to him like he's an intern at Columbia Presbyterian. What a fool I am.
Oh, my God.
This death is for you, Bjork. No, excuse me. For you to see it. And some compensation for the pain that I have caused you and or will maybe cause.
Did this guy say maybe the world even?
Yeah.
Like the pain and suffering that what?
The world caused Bjork.
How's this going to help?
What are you doing?
I know, you're making an ass out of yourself.
Go outside.
You look like an idiot.
Go to Starbucks and get a latte. Everything's going to be okay.
Have Bob Saget intro it and then put a laugh track under it.
Yeah.
And this guy blew his brains out. Womp womp. He's a $10,000 winner.
What is he doing?
It's like
shooting himself.
I'm making it up to you. It's almost like she's going to feel bad and go, all right, well, at least he did this.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Yeah.
He called her a blank lover?
Yes, blank lover.
Ah, she was dating
Wait a minute.
She was dating a blank, and this guy didn't like that. Is that what's going down?
Oh,
boy.
All right. Suddenly he's a little more sane. Is that what we're led to believe?
No, he's just he knew that she was getting it good.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew that.
That angered him.
Putting it to her.
Sure.
Well, should we warn the people that this next clip might be a little saucy?
Saucy, literally, like tomato sauce.
Wow, yes. Is that a topless Bjork?
Where?
Hey,
no way.
Come on.
Get out of town.
I think there's some juxtaposition.
That's not Bjork naked.
I think it was juxtaposed.
Yeah.
She's still doing music? Is she still...
who knows?
Yeah, little midget.
Is she short?
Yeah.
Who knows?
How tall is Bjork? Quickly, an answer.
2 feet.
She just likes to wear silly things. That's what I know about Bjork. And make her hair into, like, freaking Danishes and stuff. Look, there's a Danish shot.
That's not her, is it?
Yeah, it is. Ew. What is she doing?
Why don't you stop with the neck brace? Put a hat on. Wear a Mets hat. Do a song, whore.
What are you doing?
That guy killed himself for that.
Exactly. This nutty bitch who can't pick a hairstyle.
Let's go to Mike in Fort Drum. We were bitching about our FCC thing. I guess the Army has you guys doing silly stuff too, huh?
Really?
Good morning, guys.
What's up, Mikey?
Hey, that's all we have to do. We get hit with so much online training, and there's always a certificate that you got to print out and provide to your supervisor. And some of this training takes hours. It's ridiculous. And all it is check the block stuff. It's just CYA for the brass, basically. Oh, he was trained, and so they can hold you responsible if you mess up.
And it's true you could print up a certificate at the end?
Oh, yeah. Some of them are in color. Some look pretty fancy schmancy.
Huh.
Oh, my God.
The Army. Jesus.
It's so weird, too, because like the
Watch it out.
certificates I've gotten have all been like awards I've won. Like I have a certificate printed out for Sweetest Boy in Town.
I don't think you won that.
I did.
How old were you?
From ages 13 to 29. And Boy Most Likely to Brighten Your Day. I won that one.
Boy.
It's obvious you're in a new competition. Gayest mustache ever.
Oh. I keep forgetting I have it.
We haven't forgotten.
Very.
The latest mustache picture is up on onaradio.com. I'm going to take one every day. Jimmy's trying to get to Friday with his mustache.
I have a cute smiling picture on my MySpace one. It's
adorable.
Yeah. It's a handsome mustache pic.
Bjork is 5'4"?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
She was born in 65. I realized she's 43. I think she's 25. I'm an idiot.
She was around, back in the 90s.
She's been around hacking it up for many years. I can't even name one Bjork song.
I can't either.
And I did a lot of music radio.
That one that we just... Yeah, this one.
Nice paint.
This is her big hit.
She wrote for the guy.
This is her big hit.
Yeah, this is the big teddy bear walking through the woods.
He shot himself for this broad?
All right, I'm going to challenge you, Ant. I think there was a more popular song than this.
Huh. I don't know.
She stinks.
Yeah, more popular?
I think so. When I think Bjork, I don't think this song.
How is this a hit anywhere?
In Iceland. We got to find a bigger hit than this. She's terrible.
This is like a big hit.
Yeah, I'm just going to challenge you. I think there's another song. She actually had a box set? She had a box set? Give me a list of Bjork songs, because now I got to show some Bjork knowledge. I'm going to find one that was more popular than this, and I think.
All right. Good luck to you. Oh, Stunt Brain is in.
Album, singles.
Army of Me was pretty big.
Army of Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Who was the
Fine.
what?
Army of Me.
I want to shoot myself now, but not for the same reasons Fatso did.
Dolt.
Try, all right, Army of Me. Wow. Maybe I don't know crap
Yeah,
about
a few
her.
people said that on instant feedback.
All right, let's hear Army of Me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What?
Never heard of it, sir.
What is she doing?
She has a B, a J, a K in her name with the 2 dots over the O. She has 1 vowel in her name. She's horrible.
I give you an A for effort, but what are you doing?
How is this a popular song?
I don't know what this one is.
I don't either, Anna.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. Let's see when it kicks in. Travis,
If
you know
it
the
kicks
big
in.
Bjork song? She had one.
I thought that was it.
Oh, I do. I know it. It's the I Suck.
Oh, So Quiet.
What?
It's not in the big system, huh?
Not in
People
the-
are saying Oh So Quiet was the big one there, Anthony. We're stuck in Bjork hell.
She's terrible.
I don't know. I think that human behavior one is the big one.
biggest?
I remember the video. Like that's when she was at her peak.
At least the
She's
listeners
beat.
could get out of Bjork hell. They could just turn the dial. We're stuck in
What
Bjork
happened?
hell.
What happened to Fiona Apple?
Oh, she was so tortured, the poor
Where did
girl.
she go?
She's still doing it.
After she did Criminal, she had a cool video, actually, but Nothing's Gonna Change My World. Or
Oh, yeah?
Universe. Yeah, it's a cool video.
Criminal was a good video. I mean,
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was.
of sex and sweat going on in
She
that.
was banging,
thing.
oh yeah, I tell you about Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah?
Director for the Boogie Nights. She was
Okay.
Oh. What?
Earth Intruders, Pieces of You. Can we find a bigger Bjork song, the big hit? I mean, Anthony's going to win this.
Yes.
Let's say hi to Marie, Long Island. Marie?
Hey, Marie.
Hey, I work for the local cable company on Long Island.
Yeah.
And we also have to take the online ethics and sexual harassment training and print out our little graduation certificates at the end.
Ooh.
Apparently, people don't know that you're not supposed to pin your secretary up against the desk.
You know what? No, my brother had me laughing. He's got a great new concept. I was hanging out with my brother Scott and the gang out there way out there on Long Island. He goes, instead of sensitivity training, they should have insensitivity training. How brilliant is that, though?
Just what
Why do
show?
we have to change? Get these prisses and teach them how the real world works and make them go through insensitivity training.
How to handle it.
Where you just, that stupid secretary that's not willing to get a pinch every once in a while, you throw her through the insensitivity training.
You teach her how to not spill coffee as her rack is being squeezed angrily.
Yeah, exactly. I laugh so hard, and then I'm thinking, you know what? It's kind of brilliant. It really is. Because why? I mean, the reality is that it's a minority of people out there that are getting offended, and the rest of us are suffering. So bring the minority into the majority and force them to live in our demonic world.
Train them to take the hand on the ass and
All that. Just yeah.
The purple nurple.
Force them to, put their boobies on the copier.
Just hang up the most insensitive crap in your cubicle.
But force them to.
Yeah.
You know.
That they have to also.
I really think it's brilliant. As much as he was going for the joke, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why do we have to?
Yeah.
Why do we have to do
You
this
should make
crap?
the tapes. You'd make a fortune. Cleese made a fortune doing office training videos that were funny. You guys could make a killing.
Yeah. What else can we do for insensitivity training?
Racial insensitivity, of course.
Oh, that would be just force them to just...
Yeah.
And just...
start yelling the word.
Have to just... You just... Everywhere you go, you're just telling the most insensitive jokes.
Yeah.
At the water cooler.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear the one about the... And the...
Someone's saying insensitivity training was on Penn and Teller's BS, but my brother's too poor to have cable, so I think he didn't get that from that. So, here's the audio of the guy finally shooting himself over.
Right.
By the way, he waited to the end of the Bjork song.
Yeah.
Everything was very, very calculated with this guy.
Trying to see if it got any better.
Yeah.
When it didn't. Kaplowy.
Just leave and go to a movie or
I know.
something.
Cut it out.
What are you doing?
Do a sit-up, fat boy.
Did he knock over something? What did he say right before he pulled the trigger? Sounded like syrup.
I think it was some
syrup.
I think it was some kind of Bjork nonsense.
Oh, was it?
Can I see how smart Anthony is?
What?
It didn't even occur to me that when he fell forward, he might have knocked something over.
Yeah, he might have knocked a beverage over.
Like he might have had a can of soda or something.
Yeah, I mean, it could be blood. We've all seen Arbut Dwyer, and it really did pour out his nose. But I don't know. That really was kind of pouring.
But did you hear the noise he made after he went, oh!
Yeah.
There was a noise that came out. He felt it.
That's ow.
He felt...
Yeah, that was ow. Why did I do that? We've been pretty morbid the past couple of days.
I know.
Not...
Oh, what do you got there,
What is
young
it?
Samuel?
Are we going to get out of Bjork hell by playing her biggest hit?
Oh, this is it?
I apologize that we went into Bjork hell here.
What happened, Samuel?
She hasn't had this much attention ever.
Since old fatty blew his brains out.
Yeah.
So she attacked that reporter.
Oh, right.
That's a classic video.
Why did she?
Yeah.
She just flipped out. I don't know. She was just sick of the paparazzi taking her picture. And
Taking pictures of her baby, I think.
Because she's
freaked out.
Because she's a tortured artist. Shut
Yeah.
up. Just go away. More Bjork.
Oh, yes. This is from a deodorant commercial. Stinks.
Oh, so quiet. It's oh so still.
No. This isn't bigger than
Nope.
Huge.
Nah.
human behavior.
Anthony, there's another one. I'm telling you.
And so peaceful until you fall in love. Feel the sky.
The hell year is it?
Christy Yamaguchi skated to this in a gold medal routine.
Oh, thank you, Stunt Brain.
Who did?
Christy Yamaguchi, the American gold medalist and great champion.
Yeah. Wonderful.
It's over. And then
I suddenly love Bjork.
Why?
Because I'm watching her attack a reporter.
Oh, yeah, she really went at it.
She's an animal, that's for sure. But
And it's amazing how none of the other scumbag reporters tried to help the other one. They just filmed it.
Yeah.
They're just pigs. I love it.
They're hyenas.
you know how bad you would look if you help your buddy out as he's getting beaten up by a girl?
You gotta
it was a woman.
film
It was a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a
Look
woman.
at her just socking her in the head.
Nice. What year was this?
That's about, 4, 5, 6 years, 7, 8, 9. I love when you just give out too many numbers.
Sure. Why don't we throw this up on onaradio.com?
Why don't we?
Is there any bigger sign of stupidity when someone gives out the higher number first? It's got to be between 10 and 6 years ago.
People pointing out that she does have a vowel in her name. Who cares?
I said there was only one.
He said there was one.
I said there was one vowel. I know what an O is.
All right.
I said it's got the 2 dots over the O. But whoever's saying I didn't imply it was a vowel is a liar.
but the 2 dots over the O makes it not a vowel anymore. Stunt brain? Tell him.
I don't know.
Tell him.
It's Icelandic. I question it.
The 2 dots makes it a consonant.
Does it?
Yep. Tell him.
I have to learn on this.
They love J's and K's. Reykjavik. It's a big place.
Huge points in Scrabble with the K's and the J. That's 10 points each letter.
Yeah, but you can't. No, K is 5 points and the J is 8. I hate to correct people.
You do know Scrabble's for queers,
B
right?
is 3.
Wow.
Scrabble's for
1.
queers.
R is 1.
Scrabble's for queers.
They have gay Scrabble?
Scrabble stinks.
I hate it. I can't spell worth the crap, first of all.
Because
there's no spell check on Scrabble.
You play against those people that know those dumb little 2-letter words that give you 1,000,000 points.
I have the whole rack, and I cannot get one word out of it. And the stupid timer is going. That little ancient hourglass is going, and I'm sitting there going, I can't make a word. I don't know how to spell.
The sands of time, my friend.
Yes.
Danny's
like
saying
the sands in an hourglass.
I'm sorry, man.
It's okay, Jimmy.
The attack was 96, he's saying. So I wonder if it was a question about the suicide or something.
Oh, wow. That was a fun year for her, huh? She had fans killing herself. She's attacking people.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, for the people out there, help us out. I think this insensitivity training thing that we kind of touched on could be fun tomorrow. Could be a lot of fun because I know I'm not alone where I hate the human resources department. HR has no business in radio whatsoever.
Puffin stuff? Or
HR and lawyers have no business in radio whatsoever. This dumb business was a bunch of guys getting high playing songs. Why has it come to the point where we have to meet with human resources and sit down with lawyers? Go away. So we'll talk about...
Get out of my way.
We'll talk about sensitivity training tomorrow, human resource departments, all that crap.
Hope you can get that stuck in your head.
Oh, yes, there's Stunt Brain.
And the O with the double dots over it is referred to as an umlaut.
Sure.
And I do believe it is a vowel, according to several sources.
Of course it is. I'm just messing with you.
Oh. Well, thanks for making me learn.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show, where I was walking in and I saw Steve giving Master Poe a talking to.
What?
Yeah, it's at the end of the other show we kind of touched on it, but I'm serious. This is just a dumb radio show. It's a dumb business. No one takes this stuff too seriously for the most part.
Not the people that are actually doing the show.
We defend our show and all that, but I mean, if you really think about it, it's just a dumb profession. It really is. And it all started with a bunch of guys just smoking weed and hanging out and playing records. Now you got lawyers and corporate and human resources involved. The latest thing is our interns who work for free, who commute using their own money, they're not allowed up here because their internships ended. These fucking guys want to continue working because they want to continue learning. They want to make sure they keep their face in the whole thing just in case a job opens.
Sure.
And we're not allowed to have... Look, they're marching out!
Who's making our interns leave?
They're marching the fuck out!
Who is making our interns leave?
Dude, when I started in this business, which granted was a long time ago, I lived at radio stations. Lived at them. And I soaked up everything. But there's some kind of dumb policy down in Washington where the interns, after their internship is over, they're not allowed to be here.
It's probably some fucking whore insurance stuff.
And what the fuck?
Exactly.
And Master Poe, he's not one of us. I'm sorry, Poe. You're not one of us. You suck.
Why are you making them leave?
Master Poe is, instead of like, all right, well, let them fucking stay here. They're getting our fucking coffee.
Let the kids play. Let the kids play. Let the kids.
Who thought this was a good idea down there in Washington? What dopey fucking lawyer thought this was a good idea? And what are they protecting against? One of these kids falling and cracking their head or something? Is it an insurance thing?
So who do we have right now working for us?
I'm sure it all has to do with insurance.
Who do we have doing stuff for us?
The staff that's on the payroll.
We have no interns.
No, we have no.
Why do we
interns.
have
just
no
marched
interns?
out?
But I mean, why don't we have new ones?
Because the way it works is there's always a gap in between the end of the previous intern period and the beginning of the new one.
Fucking asshole is in charge of interns?
I've never understood it, but it's always been like that.
Well, why don't they send the fucking dummies who are being paid up from Washington to do this? I don't. Why would they care if people want to work for free?
Dude, it's the subject of countless emails that I have written and
With who?
bitched about.
With who?
The people in D.C.
With who?
Who's the guy in charge of interns?
Who?
Who is he?
Who?
His name is Ross, and he's not working today, so I can't get him on the phone. And he's just following company policy.
Well, then who do we have to? Who goes above him? Who?
We don't have a company.
Who's at the top? I don't know. I don't know who's at the top
We don't even
anymore.
have a company.
I don't know who's at the top of this whole
XM
thing.
means nothing. Sirius took us over. What's their policy?
Was today the first day that we weren't allowed to have them here?
No, this happens every fucking semester.
It happens every semester.
And we have
send them out every time?
And we do this break every fucking semester, and nothing gets done. These guys want to work for free. When I was their age, I worked for free because I knew that I could learn something.
Dude, when I first
and a
started
job
coming
might
on, I was for
open up.
free. Dozens of independently owned radio companies.
These
back
fucking
then.
guys are using their own money to come down here. They're working for free, and they're not even allowed to do that.
Wait a minute.
The corporate is saying, you're not allowed to use your own money and work for free. I'm sorry.
How about this?
What the fuck?
We want them as guests today.
Tried that one, didn't work.
Says who?
Tried that one.
Whoa, what do you mean? Says who?
Says DC.
What DC has no say over who our guests are.
Apparently they do.
The interns are still in the hallway.
So why are they making why are they like making this a real sticking point instead of just going, all right, go ahead.
I don't.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How come we could have like strangers come in off the street, but we can't have people that we know come up and just chill?
Believe me, these are all valid questions.
Can we
I wish I
grab
had-
someone off the street and make him an intern today? We'll just have him fill out
that guy came in
paperwork.
today.
and-
Yeah, we got one guy in
Dude,
here.
you're going to be an intern.
We have one listener today. Have Master Poe get our fucking coffee and stuff.
Yeah,
then.
why can't they come in as guests?
Just spit in this.
Tried that one. I believe me, and it was.
What do you mean?
not
What do
easy.
you mean? If I want to talk to Bob on the air right now, we can't. What the fuck is this?
What are you talking about?
I know it's ridiculous.
I don't believe that. I don't believe we can't have them as a guest.
I was going over this all.
And why was this not like? How come? Why is this happening all of a sudden? And why did
It
nobody
happens
call this
every
But
semester?
I mean, why was it yesterday when the guy was in the office? Why are we dealing with this on the air now instead of yesterday when this was going to happen?
Because the email chain started after the show ended, basically, and that was.
Okay, well, how come we didn't talk to the guy on the phone?
So does this guy have an idea for us what we're supposed to do without interns? Because you know, as much as we make fun of these guys, they're very valuable to the show. Yeah. So this guy decided that we can't have those interns. So what is the game plan?
When are we getting our
just
new
to do
interns?
shitty radio or something?
I haven't even started interviewing the next batch of interns yet, but we have just started getting the applications. We're trying to get the ones that are carrying over to get their paperwork finished. And that's but
why
those
are we
guys don't
listening
even.
to XM at this? But they're nobodies. They got taken over. This wasn't a merger. This was a takeover. So what is Sirius's policy on this?
Exactly.
Because that's what I acknowledge now, not these dopes down in Washington.
I'll go find out.
Yeah, can we call somebody? This shit, I can't believe we're handling this now. Like,
And they're
didn't we know when the time was up though? Like,
It's every semester, and we try to do something,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
we try to do something every semester. It always happens, and we try to get them to extend it, but it never.
Can we
works.
pay them for their, give them like $10 and then they get to stay because now they're being paid?
I wonder if that'll work.
Try that one.
Yeah.
why not? We'll give them $10 each to work for the day.
Right.
See if that works.
Thank
What
God.
do you have to ask? Who
wages.
you to call?
Thank God I have no money in my wallet today.
How about that? We want to give them $10 each to work.
How about these shit dicks in Washington leave the fucking show alone? We know
Why
what we're
is Paul
doing.
fucking being so hardcore about it? Just let him in.
Because Poe's he's a corporate guy. He makes believe he blends in with us, but he's not one of us. Sorry, Poe, but you're
Fucking
not.
annoying, man.
They're just standing in the hallway, by the way.
It's amazing how selective some people are about a fucking.
Here's Tony, who's been working for free for 2 years. Tony, you're in the hallway just standing there?
Yeah, you guys all right? You want us to go downstairs and maybe get something?
Yeah, I'm kind of thirsty. Maybe you could get something, just leave it at the door and knock a couple times.
Yeah, all right, I can get you something. I'll bring it up and knock.
Well, now, Tony, has this happened to you before?
This has happened once before where, nobody was allowed in for like a couple hours, and then I think we got it squared away, but never to this extent where it was...
Tony's been working for the show for free for 2 years, and this is how they...
What fucking
they take care of him.
Tony.
They say, now you can't be here for free.
Tony.
It's unbelievable.
Can you do me a favor? Can you run to Staples real quick and print me out some instant feedback?
You got it.
Thanks.
Run to Staples.
Yeah, just slide it under the door.
So who's doing it? Is Poe going to do instant feedback?
Well, he just came to talk to us. He's standing by the door. I didn't hear what he said, though.
What is he doing?
What did you say, Paul? He's waiting to hear.
He's waiting what?
Company man.
He's waiting to hear back. I think I upset him.
It's interesting, though, how selective some people are about it. I can see if somebody's a strict company man all the time, but it's amazing how people will bend the rules of the company when it benefits them. Like, you can't bend them now to let these guys in. But if it's to do something that's convenient for other people, like leave early one day, that's different.
I don't even acknowledge that XM exists at this point. All my XM numbers in my phone went bye-bye.
I just want to know who the guy is. It's some bullshit insurance thing. They're not insured to be up there because the insurance will only cover, just more fucking scumbags in the insurance industry and just more fucking scumbags.
Absolutely.
Corporate.
All right, Tony. Have fun in the hallway.
I'll be out here. Call me if you need me.
I never liked you anyway. Stay in the fucking hallway. I'm kidding, Tony.
Throw yourself down the elevator shaft.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry you shot yourself during that Bjork video.
Visual humor on the radio. Opie and Anthony, starring Jim Norton.
Shepard Smith said cunt.
Did he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
What? Again?
A couple weeks old, but I think we were on vacation when this went down.
I think he said that once before.
Says cunt, then explains why he said it.
They said name something you'll never eat.
They genuinely believe is going to uncover tens of millions of dollars in healthcare fraud.
Wow. Jonathan Cunt live in our Southern California newsroom. He was this Thursday, August the 7th,
No, his name is Kunt. Everyone knows
He just called him Jonathan Cunt.
It's not.
No one ever pronounces Kunt or Kuntz or anything like that with the cunt.
I've told the story many times about Anita Cunt.
Right.
The fine, hot woman I used to caddy for at the Huntington Crescent Club.
Caddy.
I don't even think his name was spelled with a hard K. I think it was I might be wrong, but I think it was just like Hunt or something. Like there was no reasons for there to even be a hard K.
He's going to explain why he did this.
Jonathan Cunt live in our Southern California newsroom.
Something when he
was this Thursday.
Of course they dropped something.
Did you hear the crash when he said cunt?
Is it Jonathan K. Hunt or something?
Yeah, that was the that was the program director of the show dropping dead of a heart attack. You said what? I got 2 kids I gotta get through college.
So fired.
Live in our Southern California newsroom.
Hold on a minute there.
In healthcare fraud.
Wow. Jonathan Cunt live in our Southern California newsroom. He was this Thursday, August the 7th, 2008. Did you see Jonathan Hunt's report earlier in this newscast? The producer in the booth behind...
Oh, there's a segue there? Okay. All right, so the first part is him saying it, and then obviously later on in the show, that's where you hear the fade.
Yeah.
He has to go back on the air and explain that he...
I'm guessing it's Jonathan K. Hunt or something like that.
Oh, my God. Well, let's see.
Dollars in healthcare fraud.
Wow. Jonathan Cunt live in our Southern California newsroom. He was this Thursday, August the 7th, 2008. Did you see Jonathan Hunt's report earlier in this newscast? The producer in the booth behind me is Jonathan Glenn. So I was talking to Jonathan Glenn, and then I was about to thank Jonathan Hunt, and I said, Jonathan, you get it. It was...
I don't think he said that.
How is that not a finable offense? He said cunt on
Dude,
the air.
He's saying he said Jonathan Gunt because he was going to talk to Jonathan Glenn. So he went Jonathan Gunt. Gunt. No, that was... He said cunt.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I want to do the British Bob bit today. How? So now this dog shit that they're doing is affecting us on the air.
Exactly.
So and how is first of all how are we only taking care of this last minute? Like how are phone calls not made Monday? We should know, or last Friday. How do we not know that this is going to happen today, Tuesday, whatever today's date is, August 19th?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tuesday. What we got?
Tuesday.
Like I said, I started getting informed about this yesterday after the show.
We should know the cutoff date for interns, don't we? It's not a mystery.
No, it's not a mystery, but it's usually just they give it out at the beginning of the semester, and then it's one of those things that gets lost in the shuffle, and we never really paid attention to it in the past, to be honest with you.
All right, but the fact that it wasn't handled is why we're in this situation right now.
It can't get handled, unfortunately. How does it get handled when the cutoff date ends? There's always going to be this nebulous period of a month where we don't have any interns.
What'd you say about getting them paid?
I'm waiting for a call back from
who'd you call?
From Bruce.
Bruce?
Yeah.
Bruce who?
Bruce.
In this office?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Chris
We
in
can't get anybody on
Pennsylvania.
the phone for this.
Chris.
Not yet. I just talked to him.
Chris.
Hey. Gotcha. Hey, Poe won't let those interns in there, but he'll have 40 fucking criminals up there when he does his own show.
Yeah, no kidding. That's the hypocrisy of all this. We had guys that spent some hard years in the joint up here, but a stupid intern that wants to work for free and get us our dumb coffee isn't allowed to.
Is Kenny allowed up here?
He probably isn't.
Kenny's helping out.
But he's not really allowed to be up here, following those rules, because he's not an XM employee officially. Yeah.
Interesting rules. They don't seem to really be rules,
For them to tell us we can't have Bob on the air to discuss this as a guest is fuck. Who said no to that? Who said no to that?
The intern coordinator.
What's his name?
His name's Ross.
Okay.
This is an intern coordinator?
Then why is he
What
trying to
is
help
that?
the show? What's he doing?
He's not at work today.
How is he off on a fucking Tuesday? Who takes their day on Tuesday?
Dude, but the point, because we started early. I started in radio. There was no intern coordinator. There was one intern that said, well, need more interns. I'll go find some of my buddies.
Dig some up.
Now there's an intern coordinator? What does he coordinate?
Why can't we call a cell phone?
Interns.
But how do you coordinate an intern?
I don't know.
Hey, Mel, I found some more money for you.
Yeah.
Get rid of the intern coordinator. That'll save him. I bet you he makes about 100 G's, too.
We're not allowed to just go and solicit for our own. They have to contact XMDC before they could be our intern. So we're not allowed to just go get our own interns. We have to wait for them to send us prospective interns before we are then allowed to further the process.
Yeah, really?
So they have us by the balls like that, so that when we get stuck, we know that we're going to run out of interns. It's just that if they don't send us.
What's his name?
Ross Herosian. If they don't send us applicants, then there's nothing we can do. We can't just pull people off the street.
Applicant is a bum.
So we knew that this was going to happen. I'm saying we didn't.
To Mel Karmazin.
We didn't start doing anything.
Let's see. Intern problem. I demand.
Request. Yeah, get more flies with vinegar than honey.
How about we start with? I realize you're trying to figure out how to save money with the new company. I realize that you are cost cutting.
No,
that's kind of corporate.
You know what? While
liquidating.
That's more accurate.
I understand you're trying to get rid of the dead weight. I like that.
Yes.
Oh.
I understand you're trying to find more money to pay us.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, very good.
Killed two birds with one stone there. Nice.
And we will help you find that money by helping you get rid of the dead weight.
Too wordy.
So something about cost cutting.
Yeah, okay.
Something about,
All right, what do we got so far? Now I'm all confused.
Okay.
I got to Mel Karmazin.
The subject. Cost cutting.
Cost cutting.
He'll open that.
Well, I wrote in subject, I am God. Is that good?
Nah, because he'll probably think it's spam.
Yeah.
It'll go to the spam folder.
Just cost cutting.
Cost cutting. Hold on. Cost. And by the way, for the people that don't believe that we're actually going to send this, you're delusional. Cost cutting. How do you spell cutting? 2 T's or 1?
Kutting.
All right. I'm going to put an N in there and make believe I made a mistake.
Yes.
Cost cutting. Okay, cost cutting. Subject, cost cutting. Yes, Jimmy, go ahead.
We have figured out, we here at the Opie and Anthony program.
We here.
have figured out a way for the company.
What are you? I'm not a secretary.
Oh.
Opie and Anthony program.
Have figured out
a
fiscally responsible way.
Oh my God!
To get our dick meters on more
How do you
cash.
spell fiscally?
FISC.
Right. ALLY.
ALLY.
Fiscally what?
Responsible way.
Responsible. All right.
To get our dick beaters on more cash.
We might have to tone that down a little bit.
All right. To get
Although I'm keeping cost content because I think that's like.
But you're writing to the CEO.
to get our meat hooks into some more moolah.
One way to get. All right. Our meat hooks. Into what?
More moolah.
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 I got it.
Okay.
I got to go exclamation point after that. Have to. Just one, though. All right. I know you're not a big fan of the exclamation point.
Yeah, especially when you're writing to a CEO. It should be business letterish.
Yes.
This has to sound official.
All right. Oh, I spelled Anthony with an M. Hold on a minute.
Oh, shit.
That's all right.
Anthony. All right. Go ahead, Jimmy. Moolah.
Whatever monies, MONIES.
Whatever
monies. I hate
MONIES.
the use of the word monies.
I love it.
Yes.
Whatever monies
are currently being flushed.
Currently being flushed.
How do we put this? Flushed down.
The turlet. I want to write the turlet.
The shitter.
Yeah, flushed down. Yeah, flush down the turlet.
I like turlet with an R.
Turlet.
TIRLET.
And then put in parentheses.
Yeah.
Also known as.
Also known.
Intern coordinator salary.
Coordinator. I'm gonna CC and blind CC the entire company. By the way, also known as intern coordinator. Yeah. Position. Also known as intern coordinator. Okay, I got you.
And parentheses.
Yep.
Now, how does that go?
Whatever monies are currently being flushed down the turlet, also known as intern coordinator.
Salary.
Parentheses.
Intern coordinator salary.
Coordinator's salary.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Monies.
Whatever. Yes. Can be put into our checks.
How about we use allocated? Because we haven't used a word in a while.
Can be allocated.
Can be allocated.
Towards our raises.
Towards ours.
I would think can be allocated toward on-air talent, i.e. the Opie and Anthony program.
On. You're killing me. Coordinated salary can be allocated toward what?
On-air talent.
Toward
specifically
on-air talent.
Specifically, the Opie and Anthony program.
Is that what IE means?
I don't know.
The Opie and Anthony program again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Now, how's that one sentence go? Whatever monies are currently.
Hold on. I'm gonna proofread now for everybody. This is what we got so far. All right. To Mel Karmazin, subject cost cutting. We here at the Opie and Anthony program have figured out a fiscally responsible way to get our meat hooks into more moolah.
Moolah.
Fucking
moolah.
Whatever monies are currently being flushed down the turlet, also known as intern coordinator salary, can be allocated toward on-air talent, specifically the Opie and Anthony program.
And then put a comma.
Mm-hmm.
When that bum is fired with no compensation package.
With no compensation package.
Probably a run-on sentence.
Yeah. Should I write "Please alert us" so we could watch the hilarity ensue?
No, because I don't think we're kidding.
Yeah.
He has to know that this is serious business. All right. So far, so good, I think.
What's Orbitcast
computer
email
stuff?
address too? I got it, Danny. Don't worry about
I
it.
can't find it because my computer.
Opie and Anthony program. When that bum is fired with no compensation package. Yes.
Okay. A new sentence.
When that bum is fired with no compensation package. Okay.
What's the point of this again?
I don't remember.
To get interns.
Well, the point is to get this dope fired.
Well, they might put someone else in his place, so it's the position that needs to be eradicated.
Yeah. We also suggest that the position is.
We'd also like to suggest, in the strongest of terms, that this position be eradicated, as were the Nazis.
To what? We would like to strongly?
Nah, that's not going to make sense.
Yeah, that this position be eradicated due to its complete uselessness to the company.
Yes. It has become an anchor around the neck of this organization.
An albatross.
And it will drag us
Albatross.
all.
Everyone knows it's an albatross.
And it will drag us all down into the financial abyss.
We would like to also suggest that this position is eradicated.
This position be
eradicated.
Due to its complete uselessness.
To its complete
uselessness.
To
Sirius XM. You should show that we're company men.
Company guys.
And I'm putting Sirius in capital letters and XM in small caps. Nothing wrong with a little brown nosing.
Little ass kiss in there, sure.
To Sirius. Look at this.
And you shouldn't put
tiny X, tiny M. Look, because you got taken over, you dopes.
I wouldn't put
uselessness to Sirius XM radio.
By the way, I wouldn't put cunting because the spam folder may pick that up.
Oh,
I'm telling you, spam folders grab this. A corporate spam folder will grab anything that seems even remotely fun.
All right. Wait. Okay. All right. I switched that. That sucks. When that bomb is fired with no compensation package, we would like to also suggest that this position is to be eradicated.
No. This position B. You don't need is to.
Yes.
This position be eradicated.
Be eradicated.
All right. Don't hurt me.
I'm not.
This position be eradicated due to its complete uselessness to Sirius XM.
That's right.
Radio. Yours respectfully, Steve Carlisi.
That's right. Well, how about wait? Respectfully yours.
Are we done? Respectfully
yours.
Fully.
Steve.
Yours.
The gay queer producer.
Steve.
The gay queer producer.
Why?
Oh, no.
Why?
I'm sorry. I should have said producer.
Oh, shit. Why?
Oh, no.
Do you have a water? You do.
No, don't dump it on me.
You know what?
I have to go somewhere.
I like this, though, because they have a gay channel over there, so.
They do.
We're showing that we're open to this type of program.
Homosexuality?
Steve, the gay queer producer of the great Opie and Anthony show.
That's right.
Award-winning.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What's the award they give out?
We don't have to prove it.
Award-winning.
Just say award-winning. Fuck it.
Radio show.
So
of the award-winning Opie and Anthony show. And Anthony show. We should demand a response immediately to our email.
No, I wouldn't. I think he'll see the seriousness of it. A man of his stature knows. He'll read that and go, all right, this has to be handled.
All right. To Mel Karmazin, CEO of Sirius XM, cost cutting. I did switch that up for you, Jimmy. We here at the Opie and Anthony program have figured out a fiscally responsible way to get our meat hooks into more moolah. Whatever monies are currently being flushed down the turlet, also known as intern coordinator salary, can be allocated toward on-air talent, specifically the Opie and Anthony program. When that bum is fired with no compensation package, we would like to also suggest that this position be eradicated due to its complete uselessness to Sirius XM Radio. Respectfully yours, Steve, the gay queer producer of the award-winning Opie and Anthony show.
I like it. It's official. It makes sense. It shows the softer side of the program.
Yeah.
And this is how stupid we really are. Push send.
Why not? That's not a nasty email. You should send it. He'll appreciate that.
Proof that I just said that.
Mel will appreciate the fact
that
there are men who are willing to write emails and not go through agents.
All right. That's about that. I guess that's the gig.
Whatever. He might find the humor in it. He might not. Whatever.
Well, I think he'll enjoy that. Why wouldn't he? It's not.
Yeah. Industrial result. People are helping us out with right size in the company. Wow, there's some smarties on the line.
Yeah, but they're boring. You send a quick one. Keep it quick.
Yeah, let's say hi to Greg on Long Island. Greg?
You're going about this all wrong. They're not interested in saving money. They just hired Mike from Mike and the Mad Dog.
They got to find the money somewhere,
They
my friend.
hired the Mad
It won't
Dog.
be there. You should sign Poe's name to it, too.
By the way, they signed Chris, not Mike.
They didn't sign Mike, that bore.
Yeah, Mike's a douche.
Mike?
Hey, dog. How you doing, dog?
Mike's a douche, and they didn't want him. They wanted the excitement of the team, which was Mad Dog, who's a great guy, by the way. I met him a couple
naming
times.
the whole channel after him?
I don't know what they're doing, but they just signed him to a big contract, and I think he's going to do a great job. He's a great guy, man. Great guy. Huge Bruce Springsteen fan.
Seems like a better guy than that fucking bore Francesa.
Yeah. Is very passionate for his radio show.
Wait, you don't think Francesa's going over there after, do
Hell
you?
fucking no.
No.
Meaning, you don't think this was a way to move Mike and the Mad Dog one at a time, because maybe Francesa has a longer contract?
Usually the contracts run side by side.
Yeah.
Like ebony and ivory. What? All right. My buttons aren't set up. I would crash myself. All right, thank you, sir.
Scabbing my nose is driving me nuts.
Listen, we have Chris crying on his last show.
No way.
Oh yeah, we did. We have we have Mike and the Mad Dog's final show together. You want to go through it a little bit? We got some clips.
I'd like to hear the crying. The rest of this, I always found this show to be mildly interesting at best.
For the rest of the country, Mike and the Mad Dog, got to give it to them. They were mediocre here in New York City. Definitely got to give that to them. They did okay as far as sports radio goes.
Yeah.
They didn't have huge ratings. They didn't have bad ratings. They were just there, and the advertisers loved the show, and they were good at talking about sports, although they don't know anything about hockey whatsoever.
Yeah, they would always neglect hockey.
Yeah. And they've been together 19 years, and Mad Dog ran to satellite radio, leaving Mike behind.
He finally couldn't take that fucking fat jerk off anymore. He's like enough with Francesa.
Yeah. And then Mike went on the show, and he was told, because this is what corporate does, we don't want Mad Dog doing a final show. No one gets to do a final show in radio. But then I give Mike a little credit. He actually had Mad Dog call into the show.
Oh, they wouldn't let him in?
No.
God, what fucking babies everybody is.
They wouldn't let him in.
And this is what blows my mind. Obviously, they're pissed off that after 19 years, Mike and the Mad Dog are done, right?
Yeah.
But why not, for once go, wow, this Mike and the Mad Dog show made the company millions and millions of dollars, so why don't we do the right thing and let him have a final show? It's not going to hurt the bottom line in the end. And why don't you think about all the good the guy did for your company instead of right away, no! Erase him from everyone's memory.
And wasn't fucking Mad Dog making less than Mike?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, no wonder he's fucking annoyed.
Because Mike is pretty damn pompous. And if they end up working together on satellite radio, I still say exactly what I'm saying. You got to hear what Mike said. The end of this radio show is just like the Beatles.
What?
Breaking up. Yeah. That's why, the crying audio is great, but you got to hear, some of this other stuff.
Mike and the Mad Dog, trouble.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? The Mike and the Mad Dog radio program.
That's how they start every show.
Oh, it sounds great.
And this is Mike pushing the button, doing the intro. And, of course, that's Mad Dog doing the So, and then Mike comes on all somber because it's a sad day for the Mike and the Mad Dog program.
And for 19 years, a week short of 19 years, that is how...
That motherfucker is sat next to me.
Yeah. For 19 years, I needed him to pump up my radio show.
That is how we welcome New York to this program. Every day, or most days, sometimes not in the summer, sometimes a rare day here or there. But that was the sound that beckoned to everybody that started the Mike and the Mad Dog program. As you know, last night you learned that the Mike and the Mad Dog program will be no more, as Dog has decided to move on. And the response has been, to me, overwhelming. We started this program on September 5th, 1989. It was a shotgun wedding as everyone may remember if you're old enough. It was almost a quickie divorce. We did not get along very well in the beginning. The show was considered to be a colossal misjudgment the first couple of weeks. Within 9 months, it was the toast of the town. Ugh. And fortunately for Dog and myself, it has remained that for these many years. It has remained a show that has been at the top of the ratings, thankfully, for all those years because of you. And I know for many of you and for me, and I know for Dog, this is a very sad occasion.
Is it? Is it really,
I'm
Mike?
so happy that Dog moved on. He saw some fucking real money at Sirius, and he was like, fuck this fatso. He bugs me with the way he wears his headphones so they don't mess his hair up. He's irritating. He really is. Although I like these guys because they backed Imus. I like Francesca, too, for that. These guys really backed Imus.
I mean, he did the right thing from time to time, but overall, you got to look at his body of work. He's a douche.
A douche.
Of the nozzle variety. He is. Here we go. The history. We get into the history of this show.
Over 19 years.
This will actually be really good for Mad Dog, by the way, because a lot of people in the press are saying, well, no one knows him on satellite radio. No one knew us on satellite radio. We did quite well. So you get a little history of the Mike and the Mad Dog show, because there are a lot of people out there going, who is this Chris Russo? So I think we're helping him out today.
Over 19 years, we've experienced a lot here. Not only our fights that were very public, and that is the part that seems to get accentuated, but remember, 5 or 6 nasty squabbles in 19 years is not that many. We've gone through marriages, we've gone through the birth of 7 children, we've gone through
fucking in the ass. How do they do that?
Sounds like you and I, and we've had about 5 or 6 fights, and I've been through
no kids.
No kids.
Either one of you.
At least 7 of your girlfriends.
I've been through some. I've been through some children.
You've been through a lot of children. You're making your way around. 7 girlfriends? I thought that would get a pretty good laugh. No? All right.
This is hurtful.
No. It's funny.
It's hurt Ant's feelings.
Let's just hurt his.
Look at sad Anthony.
Let's just hurt his.
Nice hat, dick.
Douche.
Passing of loved ones. Mm-hmm. We've gone through some very memorable days, and with you with us all the while. Mm-hmm. And thankfully, we were able to be here all those years and to become very much the fabric, a part of the fabric of this great city, and really part of the foundation. As someone who called me last night said that you and Dog became the sports soundtrack of everybody's lives in New York over the last 20.
Calm the fuck down.
Holy shit, you were the only sports show for like 15 of those years.
Exactly.
Shut up.
I can name you 6 million women that don't know who you are, fatso.
Right.
Everybody's lives in New York over the last 20 years. That Mike and the Mad Dog became a must-listen was something that was always appreciated, I don't think ever taken for granted, and something that I think will remain a big part of our lives for as long as we live. I know, anything else I do from here. I'm 54 years old. I've just agreed to stay here for 5 more years.
Oh.
And
wow.
That's
motherfucker.
I bet you.
You got your money, didn't you, Mikey?
Yep, no teamwork.
Oh, my God. Let's talk about this for real.
That's
they were in
happened.
Negotiations, and Mikey got his money, and Mad Dog didn't get his.
They
Mad Dog
fessing.
said, fuck you, I'm going to go get my money,
Good
Mikey.
for Mad Dog.
For once, I'm going to go get my money, Mike.
The fact that Mike wouldn't say we have to stay together.
Wow.
And make the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
After 19 years, they should be making the same money.
To stay here for 5 more years. And I'm going to, after a quick vacation, put together a new program that'll have some new elements.
What?
I said I'd never have another partner, and I won't. That's not the idea.
Because he never wanted. Let's really get into this fucking asshole. This guy never wanted a partner.
Nope.
And if he spins this and goes, because no one can replace the partner I had.
That's what he's going to say.
I will stick 2 fingers down my throat and puke.
Uh-oh.
If you don't want to use your fingers, I got something.
I said I'd never have another partner, and I won't. That's not the idea. The idea is for me to have some folks along who can, offer some opinions, have some fun, offer some.
Hold on, can you point? What kind of fun are they going to have?
He
asshole
cannot have fun. He's incapable.
Are you going to have strippers in the studio? Are you going to have big tits? What's going to be fun?
I'm a shock jock.
He's talking to you.
He's describing interns right now. I'm going to have interns around.
Some fun. Who you think's going to win a ball game? Looks like the Mets, I think, because they got Santana. That's fun. What's fun? That's the least amount of fun I've ever heard anyone having, and that includes the man who was on fire in the video I watched. He had more fun.
Will you blow your fucking nose?
Opie, I can't.
Please, just once.
Listen.
I know, man.
Listen, I'm going to do this for 4 hours.
Oh, fuck. That's some snot you got piling up.
It's not. It's blocking.
No,
because of the swelling. I have a little bit of liquid back there. I have a little bit of mucus.
Mucosa.
In high school, I was voted boy most likely to have mucus leak onto his upper lip.
All right, here we go.
Have some folks along who can, offer some opinions, have some fun, offer some different perspectives and some personality, and I'm looking forward to it. We have not picked anybody. We have not even remotely begun that process. We have not even talked to anybody, and might not for another week or two. We're in no rush. We're in no rush. We'll put together a name. We'll put together some jingles, and we'll put together some people to join us on the program.
That's the fun part?
Of course. Mike Francesa. That's a little big. Just like fucking Mike. Hi. We're going to have fun. Whoop-de-doo.
This is going to be a disaster for him, man.
Mike and his fat tits. Mike and his wig hair. Mike has no friends. Fucking, what a tool.
Wouldn't it be funny if he actually just got a dog with rabies so he could still use Mike and the Mad Dog and it just sits there growling at him.
It just barked and shat all over the studio.
Foams at the mouth.
Say goodbye to those big numbers.
Mike in the cock hole.
Yeah, Mike in the cock hole.
Or Mike is, whatever. I stink.
And 19 years is a long time. It's a long time to be part of a team.
Yeah.
Not always easy being part of a team. It isn't. Maybe it should be.
Wasn't long enough, was it there?
Yeah, it wasn't long enough to demand equal pay with some
Apparently.
friend. This is funny. Friends like that, who needs enemies?
Oh, watch it.
Hey.
Language. Not always easy being part of a team. It isn't.
Someone hunt down Mad Dog. I want him on our show.
And frankly, there were times I was not a good partner. Many times.
Name them.
And I'm sure there are times when Dog probably felt the same way.
Oh, really?
You weren't a good partner?
Wow, that's not what we heard over the years.
Hey, you're putting words in my mouth, am I?
No shit.
I appreciate it.
That's a pompous ass right there. He's sort of admitting that he's a pain in the ass to work with, but and Mad Dog was, he would say that he was a pain every once in a while.
Yeah.
If you've ever met Mad Dog, he's just happy all the time. That's his fault.
Yeah.
He's happy at everything.
That's his burden.
That's his burden.
He's joy personified.
And I'm sure there are times when Dog probably felt the same way.
Wrong.
But don't think for a second that we haven't loved every minute of this. Like I said, I understand today when I got up and I heard the folks talking about, us not being together anymore and how much it impacted them. And I know people say it's a silly show, but I do understand that it has become part of people's lives. And that is the greatest testimony to it that anybody could ever give us. Why did it happen? Our relationship might be part of the reason. Opportunities may be part of the reason. Our contracts were coming to an end. The station's gone through a lot of upheaval in the last year, as everyone knows. A lot of changes. And a lot of opportunities present themselves. I've had opportunities in the last year presented to me. I know Dog's had opportunities presented to him. I really wanted to stay. I really want to finish and really wanted to finish my career here. It was important to me. I wanted to hopefully...
That's horseshit.
Oh, my
It's
God.
not important to you. You go to the guy that's going to give you the most money in this business these days. There used to be a loyalty.
Very important.
There's nothing important about staying at the station anymore.
Very important.
And you learn that lesson very early on because they don't look at you that way whatsoever. They'll replace you like that.
What do you think about Joe Beningo getting the spot? Even though Joe, I think, is too good for Francesa in the sense that he's too much of a strong personality. But Beningo is a fucking passionate fan. He's a huge Jet fan. Mike and Beningo. Beningo is fucking good, man.
Didn't he start as a listener or something?
He was a listener from Saddle River. He was Joe from Saddle River, and he won a contest to get like your own show for a day or something.
Yeah.
And he went to Connecticut School of Broadcasting, and I know everything about Beningo. I should be shot.
Look at you.
But I think he's great.
Yeah.
And he became a fucking overnight guy. I hate these on overnights. I used to ride around. We were kicked off the air. I couldn't listen to regular radio. I'd listen to Art Bell and him.
What about that other dude?
Who?
The Schmooze.
Oh, fuck him.
You don't like the Schmooze?
How can you?
What was his thing?
Steve's
Steve Summers.
schmoozing under the covers. Are you?
Yeah, but...
smelling your own meat farts?
But he befriended Jerry Seinfeld. He used to talk about that all the time.
Schmoozing. And the New York Knickerbockers have lost another game.
The Nassau...
Why don't you just die?
The Nassau Mausoleum. He hated
the worst.
The Nassau Mausoleum.
Mausoleum, and who would be behind the glass? Eddie behind the glass.
Who knows? All I know is fucking Joe Beningo was great. The Jets would lose.
Yeah.
And he was just a fan. He's miserable when his teams lose.
Nice.
It was important to me. I wanted to hopefully begin and end this career at this one station. It's very important to me. The dog decided to take a different avenue.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
Basically saying, and it wasn't important to dog.
Yeah.
What a jerk. You would so leave the fan if someone offered you a lot more money.
Nothing wrong with that. The idea that we couldn't work together, hey, we've had our ups and downs, and we haven't had a good last 6 months. But you know what? We've always been able to work together.
Mm-hmm. Haven't had a good last 6 months?
6 months, yeah.
That must have been a treat.
Yeah, no kidding.
Going in there. Holy shit.
We might go a week to where we're like, ugh, but 6 months.
What was the problem?
6 months.
He's just
he does seem like a dick, right?
Dude, the talk on the street is he's just not a nice guy.
Word on the street?
Word on the street. Ask girl. We're getting to the Mad Dog clip because then he calls in and starts crying. I love it. I'm tearing up a little. They took my thumb, Mikey.
When I came on after I went to Yankee Stadium that day, I said the show was at a crossroads. I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
When Dog addressed the audience after the first stories were written, he did not know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Decisions had not yet been made.
Mm-hmm.
Everything came to a head at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you wonder, remember, stations deal on lead time. They have to know what the future is going to hold. Not 3 months from now. They need to know what's going to happen 6 and 9 and sometimes even a year out.
Mm-hmm.
So they need answers sometimes that maybe you think should, hey, let everyone wait 3 months or 6 months, but they don't feel they can. They want to know what the future may hold. Mike and the Mad Dog probably happens to you once in a lifetime, and it happens to very few people once in a lifetime. It is
I can count two. You and him, idiot.
Once in a lifetime.
Get a hold of yourself.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Happens once in a lifetime.
You know how many successful radio teams there have been?
This is
once in a lifetime.
Talking about like a fucking miracle.
A bit full of himself. Wait till you hear the Beatles thing. I hope we got that.
Few people once in a lifetime. It is a very special gift, and it has been a very special gift. Now, I know that I've been left the best piece of sports real estate in this town. Drive time on WFAN is the best piece of real estate in this city. Dog made it that way. I made it that way. If I had left today with Dog, whoever would have taken over today would have walked into a situation and would have received that same piece of real estate. Now I have it. With it comes opportunity, and with it comes some pressures to try to live up to what we created with Mike and the Mad Dog. Won't be an easy task. I will try to do it.
I hope he paints his head red and puts on a Bjork song. You're really bugging me, Mike. Stop trying to wax poetic. You spent 19 years. You've made no difference. Your whole job is to do this. I think they're going to score this many points. I think they're going to score that many.
What do you think? We'll go to the phones to see what you think now. How many points?
What you talked about for all those years was nonsense.
Just stupidity.
Now, that said, I still like Russo a lot.
And then, well, now this next clip, Mike goes against the corporation, and we'll have Mad Dog on the phone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
But first, we're going to take a quick break. And then, because I thought it was important, I might have overstepped my bounds here with the corporation.
Whoa.
Because, listen, corporations are ticklish. and they're sensitive.
Ew.
And when a guy leaves and he says goodbye, usually...
Coochie Coo Corporation.
Exactly. Too bad you didn't fucking tickle the corporation into fucking. I couldn't. I had nothing.
Oh boy.
I ran out of steam. I was unraveling.
I know
boring
what you're gonna
myself.
think. Give Mad Dog some money.
Do we have that?
That's what I was going to say.
Exactly.
My grandmother had a cup to drink coffee out of, and it said, "If you tickle my fancy, I'll tickle yours."
Oh.
She
Did you
had
ever
it.
tickle Granny's fancy?
Yes, when I took the cup. You ever see Young Frankenstein, how they clank mugs and one breaks? I did that against her forehead.
Hey, do we have our new clip over here, or we only pay attention to CBS, right? Yeah. Why pay attention here over at XM? All right, I don't have the new clip for you today, Jimmy. Maybe tomorrow.
What clip?
And when a guy leaves and he says goodbye, usually that's it. But when we come back, Dog will be with us, and he will get a chance to address the audience and say goodbye to you, because it should not be any other way. We'll break and come back with Dog.
You're a rebel, man.
Shouldn't be any other
And
way.
he does it before spots, so no one is going to turn the dial.
Yeah, he just teased it.
He teased his partner leaving.
Shit.
To get some PPMs up. The old PPM, the new way. Well, here we go. Mad Dog on the phone with Mike for the last time.
Listen, I think the two things that I need to address is that there's this lingering thought that I'm leaving because of you and I not getting along, and that is not the reason. I know you know that. I called you Wednesday night to tell you that again. I know you know that, and I think the audience is a little hesitant. They think that maybe I'm leaving because you and I were fighting in the spring. That's not it. 48. It's time for a little change for me personally. I think this will both do us a little good. I think you'll do very well. I can tell you a challenge. Looking forward to it. You know, whatever I decide to do, and I haven't yet. Listen. You know, sooner or later you're going to find out what I'm going to do. But I think that I just need a little challenge in my life, a little something different. I just think that it was the right move at the right time.
They signed him without him knowing what he's going to do.
Yeah, he knows.
I got to put on a program.
Not allowed to say where I'm going yet. Maybe I guarantee you that was one of the conditions of him coming on.
Maybe.
Don't. Yeah.
This is a very, very tough call. This was not a decision that was made because, you know what, I don't like FAN. FAN's not treating me well. Mike and me are fighting. That's not it. I just felt at this point in time, I just felt right now it was time to try a little something different. I think it will help the both of us in a lot of ways. There was many a year that you and I were on. We did a wonderful show, and I think that people who thought the show had reached its peak, I don't even believe that. I think you and I did a good job in the spring despite our problems. I think that you and I, with the big moment, were still as good as anybody.
Wow, they're so taking the high road.
What happened in the spring?
Major problems.
There was something that happened in the spring.
Oh, yeah, they're taking the high road, both these guys.
Did Francesa fucking rest his balls in Russo's mouth when he passed out drunk watching kitty porn? What the fuck happened to these two?
It sounds like something huge went down in the spring.
In the spring, when I rubbed my shit dick all over his curtains and he set my children on fire.
When I had sex with your wife.
Then I cut his rabbit's throat and put it in the soup, and he took my kid on the amusement park. What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
Something evil happened.
I bet it was something stupid, like fucking Russo used two of Francesa's creamers, and then Francesa hid the napkin holder.
And they just lost their minds at each other.
Where's the napkin holder, dog? I don't know, Mikey. Your mother's a cunt. Die. AIDS.
Puddle of AIDS reminds me that Mike and the Mad Dog did a bit, because you heard how self-important Mike is being, right? Puddle of AIDS reminds me that they once did a bit where they read the TV ratings of sporting events, and this went on for 20 minutes. I actually heard that.
You did?
I swear to God, and I kept it on because I couldn't believe they were actually reading TV ratings for sporting events. Well, that did 11.2. I thought it would do 11.3. What do you think, Mikey?
Mikey, you gotta look about the Super Bowl 11. Let's go back to Super Bowl 11 and see what the ratings were.
You were doing something important. You were doing TV ratings.
I know. I actually know what they're doing because the Mike and Mike are on ESPN Sports. They're actually going to FAN. They're all going to team up and just give me Mike and Mike and Mike.
Mike and Mike and Mike.
Mike and Mike. Enough about the mics.
Mike and Mike and Mike. They're gonna have a bump
Mike
ad
and the
jingle.
Mike and Mike.
But they're gonna have a bumper sticker, Mike to the third power.
Yeah.
They're gonna try to be cool.
I hope he gets a woman they call Mike in the hole.
People don't realize how long 5.5 hours is. I know Mike. He knows me better than Mike knows Ro, and better than I know Jeannie. I mean, the bottom line. Mike knew me.
I Dream of Jeannie, my favorite show. Sorry.
I think they had sex with each other.
Yeah, they are really like.
And I know Jeannie. I mean, the bottom line. Mike knew me before he knew Ro. Before I had 3 kids, I knew Mike. Before I had 4 kids, I knew my wife. So.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Live my favorite part.
Ew.
Pull the phone away. It's nice. Sounds like Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy. That was hurtful.
Chris, you're blubbering. You're not Louis Pasteur discussing the process. You guys spent the last 19 years discussing men who threw balls to each other. It's meaningless.
Yeah. Relax.
I hope for Russo's sake, that was all just an act. He was acting, and he was like naked at home, just like throwing money up in the air and going to his wife, watch this, I'll get him with the fake crying bit.
Stupid Alan sniffing on the board. Kudos for shut up.
Kudos to Mike and the Mad Dog.
Do we have audio of what Alan Sniffin did with this whole thing?
I imagine, just
on board reflection.
What a stupid move.
Bad for FAN.
Who's going to know him on satellite radio?
Oh, help me get
shut up.
It's like I said before, satellite radio just isn't taking off.
Let me tell you something, Alan Sniffin. I almost hope Mel offers him a satellite radio show.
Yeah.
And then hires him.
Yeah.
And then he makes it name him, I'm a dentist and a cunt. And he has to just talk about being a dentist.
And a cunt.
Yes. But he spells it with a K, so it's not offensive on the packaging.
Here's how his show starts.
Goddamn rich cunt.
Board reflections, because that's how I am when I hear them.
Longer.
Let's hear him.
It wasn't an easy call. I'm going to miss that show. I wanted to stay away. I didn't listen this morning. I didn't think it was the. I couldn't listen to the calls this morning. I didn't want to listen.
Big schnozzle.
One guy today said, because I'm going to break the mood here.
Oh, you got to break the mood because you don't have a fucking emotion in your body.
Why did he interfere with him? Why didn't he let him continue?
Why would you want to break the mood, you fucking fat dope?
Let me break the mood. Dog is making a spectacle of himself.
The same way you break escalators with people's feet when you step on them. Fucking fatso.
Wait till you hear how he breaks the mood, by the way. You're going to be amazed at this pompous ass taking the moment away from Mr. Mad Dog there. We got to go back to the blubbering, though.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's deciding if he should have a limb removed or try radiation treatment.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking
Chemo
John Walsh wasn't this depressed in 81 when he was doing interviews.
Shit.
Yes.
Here's some more blubbering dogs.
Sounds like you had to make a tough decision and pull the plug on a family member or something.
Exactly. This is not euthanizing someone. You're making $15 million or whatever you're making. Good for you.
Hey, he's doing about $3 million a year over the next 5 years. Damn, I broke my finger. Oof. Oh, wait,
is he sucking snot?
This is going to take a while, but the boys out there are jumping on board. Boomer from Jersey, he wasn't crying. He was doing lines of coke off a hooker's ass. All right, now we go back.
it wasn't an easy call. I'm going to miss that show. I wanted to stay away. I didn't listen this morning. I didn't think it was the. I couldn't listen to the calls this morning. I didn't want to listen.
You know, Dog, one guy today said, because I'm going to break the mood here because you're going to make me cry and I'm never going to forgive you. But one guy said today that we were like the breakup of the Beatles, Eddie told me when we walked in. But Eddie said, be comfortable because...
Hopefully, Lennon and Harrison...
This Mike doesn't have a clue.
Oh, he's a dope.
This is a moment, and you have to, like, open your fat face.
And did you hear him going, because, you know, you're going to get me starting to cry. Boy, he sounded on the verge of breaking up there, didn't he?
He sure did, Anthony. He sure did.
Going to get me crying, and I'll never forgive you.
You.
One guy today said, because I'm going to break the mood here because you're going to make me cry and I'm never going to forgive you. But one guy said today that we were like the breakup of the Beatles, Eddie told me when we walked in. But Eddie said, be comfortable because the guy said you were John. And I said, oh, good, as long as Dog was Ringo.
Yeah.
They should have broke up 15 years ago.
Even in his analogy, he has to say he's Lennon. What a dick. Everyone knows Lennon was the great Beatle.
Exactly. Here, sign this, Mike. Could you sign this record, please?
Oh, Brian from St. Louis. Mike in the sad dawn. That's good. Very good, buddy. Very good.
Yeah. That was uncomfortable. What a shitty reaction. He acts like the guy just fucking told Woody Allen's moose bit. As long as I'm Lennon, you're real. How funny was that joke?
I gotta hear that. It was so dumb.
It wasn't that good of a joke.
It was just awful.
God almighty, I want to make like a tree and leaf. Kudos.
All right, hold on a minute. I just gotta. All right, here we go.
Said, because I'm going to break the mood here because you're going to make me cry and I'm never going to forgive you. But one guy said today that we were like the breakup of the Beatles, Eddie told me when we walked in. But Eddie said, be comfortable because the guy said you were John. And I said, oh, good, as long as Dog was Ringo.
Yeah.
That's terrific. That's terrific. He stinks, and I don't like him.
Oh, my God. We're almost done here.
That's a joke, son. Don't you get it? I made a funny, son, and you're not laughing.
That's funny. I'm funny.
Yuck.
Mm-hmm. Does anybody remember laughter? He had like a puppet laugh. It was fucking terrible. I would never try to make him laugh, ever.
No. He was laughing because he's like, oh, now I know why I'm leaving. I don't have to deal with that dope anymore.
You make me cry, I'll never forgive you.
Yeah.
Really? You wouldn't?
You're going to make me cry, and I'll never forgive you.
Fucking dope. You didn't even see what your partner was doing. Just signed on for 5 years.
Sign.
Where's the dotted line? I'd like to sign it, please.
Sign. Have you talked to the dog to see what he's going to do? No, just give me the pen. Sign here, sign here, page 8, sign here, copy, paste.
Yeah, Dog, you're going to miss me. You don't even know it.
I'm going to miss you.
I'm going to miss Dog. I'm going to be a month from now. I'm going to be saying, boy, you know what I'm going to say to my wife? I really miss Dog. And she's going to say, get out of the house.
Ginny say, what are you, nuts? Get out of here. Exactly right. I thought
these two are exactly right. They should do their breakup show every day.
Oh, yeah.
I'd listen to this.
I've never heard two people who were less funny together.
Oh, God.
I've never heard. Hitler and Stalin had bigger laughs going back and forth in the fucking meetings they had. The guy on fire had a funnier exchange with the other guy trying to throw the blanket on him. This exchange stinks. Kudos for blah, 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 blah. What?
Ginny say, "What are you nuts? Get out of here!" Exactly right. I felt very bad.
And then he goes,
it's still real to me, damn it. Boy.
Get out of here! Exactly right. I felt very bad here the last 3 or 4 months with all this speculation. Maybe I could have handled it differently. I think that the thing that you and I had more than anything else, we had passion for sports. I love sports. You love sports. Missed the big game. I'm going to miss that.
You did this with your eyes open. You know what you're getting into. I think you'll have a lot of fun. I don't think there's any question. You know what? You will have a great time doing what you do. You know that you did this, and I can never pay you back for these 19 years. It's been that good. It's something that I could never even have dreamed of, having 19 years like this.
18 and a half. Remember, you hated each other for 6 months?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the 10th clip?
Oh.
The big goodbye clip we don't have. Oh, boy.
Adios.
Oh, E-Rock!
Oh, no. No, it's not E-Rock, is it? Here he comes. Oh,
You dumb asshole!
We just spent an hour to get to the point where he actually says goodbye for the last time, and I don't have the clip there, E, to the left. All right, give me 1 second, you'll have it. Sorry, I thought it was on there.
You thought it was on there?
You thought it was on there? Well, that's... All right, that makes everything better. All right, he's sorry. He thought it was on there.
Wait, can we ask... Oh, Steve, come in for a second.
God, here's your prof.
And just FYI, he didn't. Sniffen didn't do a board reflection about it yet, but this is what he had to say about it. He said he's not sure if Sirius XM should be spending big bucks on anybody, but he felt that if they were going to hire somebody, they should have went after Mike Francesca instead.
Oh, really?
Oh, brother, really?
What did I say, Seska?
Yeah,
Fresca.
Seska.
Mike Fresca.
Steve?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What'd you want?
The last clip.
Yeah, where was it?
I thought E-Rock cut it up for you. Did he not?
No. If you were listening to the show, you would know.
No, I know. I know. I was
not.
listening. Yes, I know. I know. E-Rock's getting it right now.
Yes. What did E-Rock say? If you were listening,
he said, "I thought it was on there. I'll go get it right now."
I love the G Wilder clip, by the way.
Oh, I know.
You dumb asshole!
That's my favorite clip.
That is a good one.
What do you think of Mike and the Mad Dog breaking up?
I think it's tragic, really. That's it.
Why? You don't even know sports.
I don't know sports. And quite frankly, I could give a shit, but you know what? I had to say something.
I had to say something.
I'm kind of nervous I sent that email.
Really?
Why?
Yeah, there was a lot of energy when we started the show, and now I'm like, why did we send that awful email?
It wasn't awful. It was silly. Nothing hateful about it.
Hey, Jimmy, I heard back from that lawyer, by the way.
What lawyer?
The one you asked me to get on the phone before.
Oh.
Want to talk to him today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think.
Okay,
Right?
thank you.
Can we get the fucking clip?
You dumb asshole!
That is a good one.
Boy, is that a fucking gem. Crystal clear quality.
Oh, yeah.
So, where's the clip?
I'll go fetch it from you, Rock.
All right. Don't worry. It's not like the new bosses are listening right at this moment.
Well, we just emailed them. They're probably reading emails.
That's true. It's not like they're spending their time listening to our show at this point. With 42 days left in our
Aren't you glad I talked you out of cost counting?
Yeah.
I got to ask you something. Why would that clip not be there? Was it an error in the burning process, or did he just not put the actual time he says goodbye on the disc?
That's a really good question.
I wish somebody would just address Eric.
I really want to know.
Hey, Eastside! Eastside does a great Mad Dog. We'll do filler. Eastside!
Do you think Gene Wilder would have anything to say to Eric?
Yeah.
You dumb asshole!
I love that one. There he is.
Eastside, do your Mad Dog. I hear you do a great Mad Dog. We're playing the audio of their last show together.
Thank you, Ron.
Hold on a minute. Fuck Ron. Hold on. Yes.
Ron Fez, noon to 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
And get up! afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Mike and the Man Dog Radio program on August 19th, 2008. Talking to you about the world of sports. Michael, how are you? I'm fine, dog. That's it right there.
Well, yeah, both of them.
That's it right
My
there.
specialty as a Mad Dog is Francesa.
Oh, you do Francesa?
Yes, because all he does is reverse the subject and predicate in sentences, and then pretends that what he said the second time is somehow profound. Like, Eli Manning needs to improve his quarterbacking skills. His quarterbacking skills, Eli Manning needs to improve. That's it. That's good stuff right there. Ron, thanks. Do it to 3.
All right, thanks.
Got pulled in there a little late.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for the party the other day.
Oh, cool.
You like
It was fun hanging out with Jim and everybody.
You like the big pool party there, Eastside Dave?
Yeah.
Got to hang out with every one of my friends and heroes from radio.
A little drinking.
Did
Gene Wilder like Dave's impression?
I'm not sure. Why don't we ask him?
You dumb asshole!
I just got off the bus. It's hot outside.
You got a little Gene Wilder to you these days.
Do I?
A little bit.
Oh, right. I see you shaved. So we're not beer buddies anymore?
Nope.
You take a bus here?
Yeah.
I take a bus from all the way down from the Jersey Shore just to get up here.
No joke. Tell these guys how long you're on a bus every day.
The hour 10 minutes. The entire commute's hour 40.
Hour 40 each way.
Each way.
Where do you're on a bus for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
More
than
3 hours
that.
and 20 minutes.
Right. And then there's the subway, Mr. Opie, and then there's the driving to the bus.
Where do you live?
Oh.
I live down by the Jersey Shore now, Jim. A place near Howell.
Why? It's too far.
Yeah. I don't know. I wasn't thinking properly. A child came into my life, and she slowly made me bankrupt. Little fucking...
Oh, you saved money.
Yeah, I thought I was going to save money, and then I realized that's not happening either.
Yeah, because you're spending a lot of money on the commute.
I forgot about little details.
Right.
I'm not reliable, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have substance abuse problems. You forget about the small things. And I'm like, wow, more money's leaving the house than's coming in.
Oh, you got that going on.
Yeah. So, if you ever want to throw an extra 100 or so, I'm open for anything.
What do we got today?
Thank you.
Who do you ask for a raise?
Opie. I did. Don Wicklund gave me $70 a month last time we were up for raises.
$70 a month?
That's nice.
Jesus Christ.
Dave, I could give you $9 today.
All right, thank you, Opie.
$9.
Thank you, Opie. Ron Fezman to 3.
All right, there's your $9.
I won't be giving you anything. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Goodbye.
Now that was called filler, and we still don't have the clip.
You want to take a break?
Where's E-Rock? Can we have him come in real quick?
Yeah, E-Rock.
E-Rock.
That's not me, by the way. People get mad when my phone goes off. It's somebody else's.
Not me.
E-Rock. What happened?
I don't know what's going on. I was doing something else.
You dumb asshole!
Don't roll your eyes. You fucked this up.
No, the 10th track had a problem burning. Steve's burning it right now. It's almost done.
But how come? I mean, I know you're busy, but how come it didn't get burned before the other stuff came in?
Yeah.
Because I thought it was. I thought all 10 tracks were on.
I wish you were burning like that guy that put on the video.
Oh, is it?
So now what?
Right there.
You guys do realize the new bosses are listening and taking notes, right?
You dumb asshole!
I hope. Here's track 10. I so hope it doesn't work.
Oh, please don't work.
I hope he burned it as data.
And here's, because timing's everything, and here's the last clip where they say goodbye to each other. This is it, the last time they talked on a radio show together.
When I was with a friend of mine in the city, and I was not married and everything, obviously, and I got a call from Mason saying, listen, this is what we're going to do. You talked about this before, too. We're going to put you with Mike, the two of you. And I said, geez, they're going to put me with a partner here? I haven't worked with a partner in my life. Mike doesn't know me. Boy, Mike and I mean, Mike's dominating. How am I going to do this? I'm a nutcase. How's he going to deal with that? And if you would have told me then, August of '89, that I'd be sitting here August of '08, still doing a talk show and having this much success, I would have thought you're crazy. And so I heard you say the same thing. I would not be in this situation if it wasn't for you. you would not have been in this situation that it wasn't for me, and we owe it all to the fans. Bottom line, we owe it to the fans.
Absolutely.
Knock him dead. I'll speak to you soon.
Dog, be well.
Okay.
You dumb asshole!
That was the most unemotional ending I've ever heard.
Dog,
Knock
be well.
him dead. See you soon. Dog, be well.
Dog, be well.
Take care, Fatso. Beat it, Lisp. That's what they should have just said to each other.
Hey, got a lot of Fatso over there.
All right, it's the Mike and Impediment show.
We just filled for 15 minutes to get that on the air.
Yeah, that was it.
All right, well,
why didn't Iraq tell us that it wasn't really worth playing?
Iraq didn't know what was going on.
And we're going to take a break. Jimmy is going to maybe blow his nose.
I can't. You don't understand what's happening, Gregory. My mustache hairs.
Hold on. I'm not Gregory.
I know you're not, but it just sounds more
That's
official.
why the two G's at the end. Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do with my mustache, by the way. I've decided I'm going to grow it very, very long, and then I'm going to comb it up over my face and part it with bobby pins. So I look through a hair curtain at all times. Boo.
Boo.
LOL. Ugh. I hate when people write IMHO on message boards.
Oh, in my humble opinion.
Oh, fucking stinks.
Oh, in my humble opinion. Shut up.
Do you abbreviate in real life like that? You fucking asshole.
And it's never a humble opinion.
No, it's
There's
not.
some overblown, pompous bullshit.
Some fatso.
It's just your opinion.
Exactly. What's humble about it? If you were humble, you wouldn't write it. You'd
Yeah.
think it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking cunt. Shut up.
It's not a humble opinion.
What's humble about it?
We're back.
McCain's wife still has that cast? That's a handshaking injury or something?
A handshaking injury.
I heard something when we were on break that she, has a handshaking injury.
What'd she shake with? Michael J. Fox? She's ligament damage.
Yeah. Actually, I got the audio of that. It's an old story, but...
Ooh.
And then they warn people that you could hurt your hand shaking hands. What? Is there a war going on?
Have you ever?
The fucking Chinese are coming.
Some politicians say it's an injury waiting to happen, and it happened.
Who says that?
I've never
says that?
I've never heard that.
Who says that? Fucking Yitzhak Rabin? Oh.
You dumb asshole!
Let's give it. See, that was going to say Anwar Sadat and other people have been killed.
Yes.
Some politicians say it's an injury waiting to happen.
What? A bullet to the head?
What made you think when my dead guy one bombed that was a great subject? I swung twice and missed.
Because you know why? I gotta admit something. I never heard your line.
Oh.
And I'm quick to push the buttons, though.
Oh.
I never heard your line.
He was a better guy getting shot.
I get it now.
Oh, Jesus.
I swear to God, I just knew it bombed, and I ran right to my machine. And then the beauty of it, I tried the same fucking thing. All right, let's try again. Mm-hmm.
Some politicians say it's an injury waiting to happen.
Well, Robert Kennedy.
Lincoln.
Fuck. All right. It's silly time. We need a sweeper.
All right, find a black guy.
What? We need a sweeper when we go into silly time. Steve! Get Steven his notepad.
Make him improv.
Let's get him improv.
Make him do a little improv.
Silly time sweeper?
Silly time sweeper. So, we're kind of getting a little silly. So, I want to be able to acknowledge that, and all of a sudden we hit the silly time sweeper.
I'll tell Derek.
What you got a concept for the silly time sweeper yet?
In the last 30 seconds? No. Yeah, but given
Oh, excuse me.
No, you're welcome. I'll just step aside. Silly time sweeper. Well, we can take...
What's your first vision of the silly time sweeper?
A silly time sweeper, I think, has a lot of non sequitur drops that don't make any sense, of where you guys are screaming and cursing and saying things that really don't go together, and with carnival music, and followed by some kind of explosion, and then a big booming voice at the end says, "It's silly time."
What about like some Laurel and Hardy? No? What do you got, Danny?
I agree.
I have the perfect bed for this.
Perfect bed for a Silly Time Sweeper? All right. We're trying out a music bed for the Silly Time Sweeper. It's really fucking weird right now.
Steve, say something silly.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
I said
I
silly.
can't believe I've been doing this shit for 10 years and have not blown my brains out. How about that?
Ooh, shake your head. Here's
Yes, I love Bjork.
Bjork. Here we go. Here's the music we want to use for the Silly Time Sweeper, according to Danny.
That's it.
It's the Silly Danny music.
All right.
That's pretty fucking.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Work off that, Steve. We want something by tomorrow.
That's silly.
We got the big bosses listening right now.
That is a
They're
silly
taking all
song.
this. They're taking in all this goodness and deciding what they want to do with this show.
I'm not a rapist.
But
to do it to this song would be just great.
Holy shit. Or just a horrific murder.
Yeah. Oh, good. Could someone get this, put it behind the beheading video?
Oh, that's horrid.
Or the guy on fire?
Or the guy on fire would be good.
man fights to keep private heavy swingers club open.
Yeah, he's
what,
big
the lawyers
fat
getting
guy.
involved and they don't like the fact that only heavy people could do this swinging at this particular club?
No, I think it's in his backyard.
Oh, that's the problem. There's kids around.
Bunch of naked fat pigs trying to fuck each other.
Oh,
Yuck.
God.
They want to declare it a pig farm.
People want to... Well, Mongo is suggesting that the listeners create the silly sweeper. We haven't had audience participation in a while. You do one, and let's see if yours is better than what the listeners come up with, Steve. Of
course it will be.
And if it's not, you get fired and the listener gets your job.
Ooh.
I don't agree with that.
A silly
but I
sweeper
can
death
definitely,
match.
I can almost guarantee you that what I come up with is going to be better than what
By the way,
they come
people
up
are
with.
saying if you do kill yourself, please do it live on the air.
No, I will not give them that satisfaction.
And Danny's going to play the part of the listener. That's actually really good. And Danny wrote that. He wants to be the listener because if his is better, then you're out the door and he gets your job. That's why that was really
I'm sure that's what he wants to.
Yeah, that's why it's really funny, because there was some realism to it. All right, back to McCain's wife getting injured because she shook a hand.
Some politicians say it's an injury waiting to happen, and it happened to Cindy McCain Wednesday when one supporter took things a little too far.
I'm absolutely fine. We had a great lunch and fundraiser, and I shook hands, and it was still a very enthusiastic supporter.
Mrs. McCain had surgery for a wrist injury several years ago. Wednesday's firm handshake aggravated the injury and left her in a sling.
All right,
he doesn't make cumsies easy. So she's got to jerk him off for a long time.
Where's Sam? This is a bleep game waiting to happen. You can make this sound like it's a good pink sock injury.
Oof.
While some believe good handshaking could be considered an art form, experts say the action should be taken seriously because injuries on the campaign trail are actually quite common. So much so that the American Occupational Therapy Association devoted a whole campaign to helping people stay safe while meeting and greeting on the trail.
Keeping your elbow at a 90-degree angle is actually optimal. Protecting the, shoulder and back by not reaching forward and over things and into crowds.
Sam, you better here. And there's a couple places where you're not going to think you're going to want to put a beep, but you got to put the beep there. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The beep game makes it. I don't even know what she said at the end of the clip. Now we just got to play it with beeps. All right,
beeps.
We could do line of the day, but also we have Norm Macdonald said on the Saget roast that people are saying is one of the most brilliant things ever done on TV. Jimmy,
it was great.
Or at least one guy said it on Instant Feedback. One guy.
I heard he was, doing a kind of a character almost, mocking the very institution of the roast.
And Jimmy thought
and parodying it.
Jimmy thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was great.
Jimmy.
Poor Jimmy can't breathe.
Jimmy. Yes. It's sleepy time.
So tired. I can't breathe good.
Ouch. Here's Norm Macdonald.
Well, John has a reputation for being a bit of a swinger.
Did you know instead of an umbilical cord, John was born with a bungee cord? And Cloris Leachman is here. Cloris? Cloris, if people say you're over the hill, don't believe them. Why, you'll never be over the hill, not in the car you drive. Greg Giraldo is here. He has the grace of a swan, the wisdom of an owl, and the eye of an eagle. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is for the birds.
Oh, God, they're awful.
Susie Essman, of course, is famous for being a vegetarian. Hey, she may be a vegetarian, but she's still full of baloney in my book.
In my book,
Gilbert Godfrey, one of my best friends. I love Gilbert. When you go to the men's room later, you'll see a sign that says, "Gentlemen, pay no heed, go right in." There's no room that says "scoundrel" on it.
Scoundrel. This is like scoundrel. And then he gets to, who are you guys roasting again? I forgot. Yeah.
Bob, you have a lot of well-wishers here tonight, and a lot of them would like to throw you down one. A well. They want to murder you in a well. Seems a little harsh, but apparently they want to murder you in a well. It says here on this card. Now, but Bob has a beautiful face, like a flower. Yeah, cauliflower. No offense, but your face looks like a cauliflower. Now, I heard you have hair in your chest, Bob, and, well, let me tell you something. That isn't your only resemblance to Rin Tin Tin.
Rin Tin Tin?
Your dog face. How can you not get that? No, there are times when Bob has something on his mind, when he wears a hat. With no thoughts at all, just a hat. And Bob isn't the biggest sports fan. I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school. I took him to a ball game, and he came toting a double-barreled shotgun. You remember that? I said, "What the H is that for?" Bob said, "I heard the Lions were playing the Tigers." You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's horrific.
No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's never bought Christmas seals. He told me he wouldn't know what to feed them.
Christmas seals?
This concludes...
that's not the best one.
The joke...
What happened? The line that made me laugh the hardest, he goes, "Oh, well, you know, Bob, he's the same stinker he's always been."
Stinker.
He called Bob a stinker.
That act was like right out of 1960, like 5.
Know what's weird?
Everard.
Oh.
You got, "Holy fuck, that is really funny. What a goose." The next instant feedback, "Okay, sorry, I'm don't get the bit guy." Yeah, it's one of those things. It's
yeah.
You either think it's hilarious or it sucks.
Just tap.
Are we going to make it to the end here?
Line of the day.
Line of the day. Time.
Line of the day.
Sponsored by Carbonite.com. Carbonite backs up your computer hard drive, so you never have to worry about losing any of your files. But we're getting the bleep game together. I want to try to play it before we get out of here. Check it out at Carbonite.com. Promo code XM. Here is a runner-up line of the day.
She does look good. How about a face shot there?
Doesn't matter what her face is.
No, I mean you. How about a face shot on me? Anything?
Don't need to ask.
Just no need to ask.
Just go tie my shoe and pretend you're yawning. It'll happen.
That was funny.
Do we have to worry about Tropical Storm Faye?
Oh, no.
All right, good. Runner-up line of the day, another one.
What is your username and password on the adult diaper site?
Oh my God, loves adult babies. Password, nothing.
Oh, I hate him on the radio.
Steve.
Very good, Steve. Stinking up the joint.
Yep. Another runner-up line of the day.
Yeah, I've done that. I got a few pictures of my hog. They're like,
Oh, do you?
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Could I see those, please?
Yeah, we get a lot of.
The files are delicious.
Steve got a little bit of a beating today.
All right, we'll do it tomorrow. Here is your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day. But this fan sent me a link to a video site. He goes, it's the worst site on the net. And I don't remember the name of it. I'm trying to find it.
Foundry Music.
I don't know what's going on. I was doing something else.
Oof. Steve got a beating, you're right.
Yeah.
Earl.
Hello. Look at Earl just kind of
saunters in. Earl, what do you think of the Mike and the Mad Dog thing?
Weird. First thought in my head is weird.
Yeah. Why is it weird?
Just thought it was one of those things that you wouldn't never see end. By the way, Ron and Fez noon at 3.
Too late. You're supposed to say that first.
What's So you're a little broken up about it. A little busted up about it.
Yes, he's sleeping.
Jimmy is taking a little nap. He's very tired. He's breathing into the microphone very loudly.
Jimmy, you're sleeping.
Jimmy, you're sleeping. Jimmy.
What are you doing? Relaxing.
Jimmy.
Yes. What are you doing? Relaxing. What are you dreaming about?
Tell us your dreams.
2 guys dying.
I think I did those for a second, though.
You did. You definitely did.
Jimmy.
Yes.
What's that?
Jimmy.
What?
Oh, what happened? Steve tell a joke? Yes.
We'll do the bleep game with that handshaking thing tomorrow. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
What happened?
What? What are you talking about?
He just didn't do it.
What's he doing in there?
What is he doing?
E-Rock, what are you doing?
You didn't signal me. You just said goodbye.
That's usually the signal.
No, it's this.
Holy Jesus Christ.
I really believe we could get a monkey to do some of these jobs around here.
Better.
If you have to wait for a signal when it's so obvious that was the out.
Holy shit.
What?
God damn you.
E-Rock, what are you doing?
What's wrong with
You
you?
usually say goodbye and then you go on for a little while and then you wait and wave to me to go.
You dumb asshole!
What do you have to say about that clip? That's your new clip. Does it make you happy or sad? On the air, please.
Ask him where he thought it was from.
Oh, yeah.
Where did you think that clip was from, E-Rock?
I said, I don't know, it's probably from, oh crap, Willy Wonka.
A listener called in and said, where's it from? He said, probably Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka would say this?
You dumb asshole!
He was talking to kids in that movie.
That's when he caught Charlie and Grandpa with the fizzy lift injury.
Yes.
Yeah.
You dumb asshole! I have to clean this fucking tube.
It was a kids movie, a bit dark, sure, but it was a kids movie.
Not going to be calling the kids assholes. Yeah, Charlie's a dumb asshole.
What do you like? You like the new clip, B-Rock?
It's just for you.
You dumb asshole!
Yeah,
It's when Charlie gave the gobstopper back at the end.
Yeah.
When he could have sold it to Slugworth.
Yeah.
Why do I find this funny?
Uh,
We'll leave.
All right. Well, we're gonna.
we'll see if
I guess we
B-Rock
have
can
to
handle the out.
Well, as long as we point to him, you know.
Yeah.
Hands going up in the air, and there goes the point.